Sabres playoff hockey is brought to you in part by Brewery Fresh Budweiser, who reminds you fresh beer tastes better. By Dodge, the new Dodge. See your Team Dodge dealer today. And by 1-800-COLLECT, the way we call collect today. Well, Ron Tugnut. I was going to say the biggest game of his life, but I suppose if you look up and down the two lineups, there are a lot of folks you could say that about, but Tugnut has been the man of the hour for Ottawa through the stretch drive, and Steve Shields, of course, has had to come on in lieu of Dominic Hasek, and sparkled in game number 6 to lead the Sabres to victory. Bill McCreary, Kevin Collins, Brian Murphy, they're going to handle the game tonight, and this crowd is really into it. Off the bat, Picklick will come away to center. He'll try to lug it in. He gets taken out on the wall. Picked up on the wing now. Away to center ice. Eased in over the line. They're racing in after it in the corner. He got there first. Hands it behind the net. It's swung around to the boards. Murray couldn't control it. Come the Senators with Yashin. Yashin hitting the Buffalo line. Stuck over the line. Chasing after it again. But that's going to be called back on the upside. And the team that scores first in this series has gone on in the previous 6 games to victory.
Well, Jacques Martin told us this morning it was important for his hockey club to play their game. Ted Nolan said the same thing. Vic's deep discount scratches tonight. Phil Crow is scratched. That means that Chorsky is back in the lineup. And for Buffalo, the same lineup that won Game 6. And that means that Brad May is on the sidelines along with Miroslav Shatan.
Well, Pekka is out now on the draw, and he'll tip it free and knock it all the way down the ice. And York picks it up. This will end up being an icing. And we're 31 seconds into the first period.
Now, Michael Pekka was talking this morning along with Dixon Ward about last game, Game 6, where the line matchups did not occur to any great extent. That was, of course, to the advantage they felt of their line because they can contribute more offensively. They had been concentrating too much on defense.
Yeah.
Now that is a squid, octopi.
No, it's got to be an octopus.
Octopus. Well, it might be. They look pretty ugly, whatever it was.
I know that from Martinez and Martini days. And here's the Galley whipping it around on the boards and getting it out to center ice now, but it's broken up, and the Senators trying to get away. Recovering it, Shannon. Shannon slips it up the middle. It'll be deflected in wide of the net. York it's on him, and York fires it all the way down the ice. So this one is coming back as Shannon is there to collect it.
Now you can see the nerves are a little jittery here. That play by York, he just whacked the puck off the glass with no intent of attempting to make a play. And the face-off will be to the right. Now Ron Tugnut. Sergei Zoltov has really impressed people in this series. An excellent hockey player who started this season as a number 4 centerman and is now the second guy behind Alexei Yashin. And he has got a terrific shot. He's playing a couple off the post in the series.
And that's something that has not been recorded so far in the game. No shots. Here's Snowing to change that. He fired it wide. Rebound. Tipped all the way back to Shipnick. Shipnick rolling it around behind the net. Barnaby keeping it in there. Flips it in the other direction. Grosek knocked down his shot. Plant hacking away at the puck, trying to keep it in. Barnaby slapped it wide. Grosek after it again. Jams away at it, and Tugnut covers up. And now the party is joined. But these players are going to be pretty darn careful.
This line of Plant, Grosek, and Barnaby was so successful during the regular season, reunited the last game in Ottawa, and came up with an excellent effort, particularly Michael Grosek, as he plays strong. Watch this play. He just bumps the Chanik off the puck, and Buffalo storm the front of the net. Of course, Barnaby, he just loves that type of situation where he can get in somebody's face and start talking.
Now the Ronan Ray and Primo line coming out for Buffalo.
Yeah, both coaches are trying to get the players into the game quickly. That's why we're seeing the fast line changes here. We've changed. This is the 4th time in the first minute and 11 seconds.
Back into the corner. Around behind the head, fired off the board. Bugner can't keep it in. It goes to center. Bugner collecting it again. Now we bank it back in on a delayed offside. Logan starting to sort it out as he comes to center ice and tips it up. Taking out his check. Lambert lost his stick. To the other direction. Banked back through center ice. Picklick lets it slide back to Logan. Primo challenging him. Logan off the glass, back through the middle. Bugner knocking it down at his own line for Galley. Trying to squeeze it to Ronan. Ronan sends it all the way back into the corner. Bugner is there for Buffalo. Over to Galley. Ottawa changing. Galley giving it to Bugner once more. He's got Ray on the wing. Ray chips it off the boards. And feathers it ahead. Buffalo now trying to make a change. Yashin circles. Yashin off to Lokinen. Lokinen will just get rid of it and roll it down the ice. Bugner charging back after it for Buffalo. Around behind the net to shake the catcher. Bugner now tipping this one away. A little slide in wide of the Ottawa net. And call that icing, much to the disgust of the Marine Midland crowd.
Now Bugner tried to feather the puck off the glass, couldn't do it. This is the type of game, though, you look to players like Donald Adet, Yashin to come up with a big effort. See, there's really no play, and Bugner does the right thing. He just shot it too hard. At least the linesman thought so. I thought York could have made a better effort to touch the puck, but nevertheless, the face-off is to the left of Steve Shields, and still looking for a first shot on goal.
Schmelik coming up behind the net, banking it around on the board, but it's kept in by feed it to the corner. Schmelik picks it away. Schmelik tips it at center. Redden picks it up. He gets knocked down. It's chopped back in offside. And 2.5 minutes have escaped from the clock here in the opening period.
Brian Holzinger played a terrific game in Ottawa, using his speed the way he ought to, and he has had overall a fine series for Buffalo. And he's at center between Donald Adet and Randy Burridge. He's the scoring leader for the Sabres in this series, and some speculation about whether Radek Bond would remain on the right wing with Yashin. He is there to begin this game, along with McEachran.
York coming up with it. He'll smack one in. It's tipped all the way, and there should be a penalty here, and it's going to go to McEachran, who just shot Adet down to the ice. I don't know whether he was retaliating or not, but boy, oh boy, did he label Adet.
A slashing penalty, and one thing that Ottawa managed to do during the regular season and here in the playoffs was to stay in control of their emotions. Adet so far, well, he just spins McEachran around, and there's the slash, the retaliation. Ted Nolan calls that a feel-good penalty. If somebody does something to you and you retaliate, you feel good, but you go to the penalty box. And so, will tonight be the night that the Sabre power play gets in gear? It hasn't the entire series. They scored once. That was in game 1.
Ottawa controlling it from the face-off. Looking at it. Flip it ahead. Picks it out of the air. Drills it across ice. Tipped into the corner. Ward in there. It's picked up and jammed all the way down the ice by Cunningham. Schmelik. Go back after it. Schmelik lost it. And the net. Now he got it around to Shipnick. Shipnick back to Schmelik again. He tries to pull away and slips it up on the wing. Ward coming through center into Ottawa territory. Hooks it in behind the goal. Shipnick taps it back. Taken away. Big goal braces. Cleared away but not out. Schmelik keeping it in. Stuffing it down low again. Kept in by Buffalo to Pekka. Pekka swinging around. Back it comes. Still it can't control the puck. Out of center ice. Ottawa changing. Shipnick picking it up. Richard Schmelik on the other side. He wheels it across ice to Pekka. Picks it up in his skates, gets in over the line, and leaves it there for Daw. Daw spinning around behind the net. Daw looking out in front. Sliding it back. It's kicked across ice, and it's broken up by the Senators again and brought away with Alfredson dumping it ahead. Long shot by York. Shields kicks that away. That's the first shot on goal. Back in the corner. Right beside the net, and Shields is forced to cover up and hang on to it, so we'll have a face-off. 48 seconds left in the Senators' penalty to McEachran.
Well, the first shot is recorded. A long slap shot that Shields handled easily. But the Buffalo power play continues to struggle. They have struggled all season long. And one of the reasons is the Sabres do not really have what I would call a quality point man on the power play. And this has happened time after time. That time it was Plant who gave the puck away. But you look for someone to quarterback the play from back there. Ottawa has it in Steve Duchesne. The Sabres really lack that. And they lack someone who can handle the puck up along the boards and make those great passes to the front of the net. Of course, when LaFontaine was in the lineup, they had that.
We've still got some time to work with the man advantage here. 48 seconds to go in that penalty. It'll be watched by Gardner, so He'll swing it up ahead. Holzinger across ice to Shannon. Shannon will smack one in. Pick around the board. Gaudette hooks it back into Burridge. Burridge trying to spin in the corner. Holzinger took a bump there. It's picked up and slipped up ahead to Gardner. And he'll just ease it away. So the Sabres will go back to pick it up and have one more rush before the Ottawa penalty expires. Shannon making his way out now, trying to gain center ice. Does. Rolls it in wide of the net. Tapped around behind the net and feeds it around the board. Shannon tipped it in, but now it's hooked to center ice. Back comes the Senators at last. Honeyworth in over the line, getting around Shannon. Honeyworth is checked. It's dropped into the corner. Shannon gets it back, feeding it up on the wing. Ottawa back at full strength. Holzinger, the Burridge. Burridge sliding in. Good, cleared in front. Kicked away, and it shoved away from Galley. There to the blue line. Not out. Kept in by Shannon again. Tried to roll it in front of the net. That's intercepted. It's up ahead to Honeyworth, who flips it to an open wing. Both teams are changing. Galley going back after it. He's having difficulty, but he slaps it around. Came up and tries the net again. Out in front. In there by Yashin, and he's checked by Plant. Plant scurrying around. Works it up on the wing, and then it's dropped back again, and the Senators keeping it in. Came in quick. Yashin is shot. Shields the save. Not out. Held in by Redden. Redden backing it behind the goal. Around to Shannon, who got it off the glass and out to center ice. Buffalo trying to complete a change. Back in for Falk. Takes his shot. Shields the save. And it's scooped away to Barnaby. Barnaby trying to feed it through the middle. Kicked away at center for Schmelik. Schmelik sending one into the corner. Racing in there after Barnaby takes his check out in the corner. And the Senators willed it away to center ice. Shippick cruising around his own end. Schmelik will feed it up ahead again. But it's intercepted. The shot. Shields picks that one off and hands on to lad. Steve Shields is called upon early here on Empire.
Can you guess whose new Lumina came with 3 years of scheduled maintenance at no additional charge? And who won't be paying for gas for 1 whole year? Chevy Lumina buyers could be the most worry-free people around, because now you can get scheduled maintenance for 3 years or gasoline for 1 year at no additional charge. Chevy Lumina. For just $249 a month, who wouldn't be a happy camper? See your local Chevrolet dealers.
Welcome back. I'm with Sabre legend Gilbert Perreault. Gilbert, does the atmosphere here remind you of your days with the Sabres?
Well, there's a lot of enthusiasm here tonight, and the crowd seems to be in the game, and the players going to mean it.
Great time of year, isn't it?
The best time of the year, playoff, people are going to enjoy it, and even player, it's a great part, of the year, and I'm sure, it seems to be a little bit nervous, but after the first period, everything's going to come back normal.
All right, thanks very much. Let's head back upstairs.
Now here's Old Talk at center ice, and he'll drop it back for Duchesne. Firing it to Alfredson, leaving it there, but it's broken up, and Ward had a shot low. It's folded wide. Alfredson chipping it away, trying to get it out. Kept in there by Buffalo. Shipnick pinched in. Now he kicks out of the net. Ward didn't get the shot away. Rebound right in front. Bullock got it. That's recovered by Zoltak. Zoltak away to center ice. His teammates changing. He'll roll it off into the corner. Schmelik getting it back for Buffalo. Wheeling it up ahead. Pekka across ice. Now it's tipped to center ice, and it slides all the way to Pitlick, but not before it hit Ronan's stick, and so that will be an offside. 13:23 to go here in this opening period.
Ed Ronan stepped into the lineup in Game 6 and played very well in a limited role along with Primo and Rob Ray, but the experience that Ronan brings and the defensive ability is important in a game like this. He won the Stanley Cup with the Montreal Canadiens.
Settled down here. We'll have the face-off. Extra pushing and shoving going on. Finally dropped off, and Wilson will swing it across to Shannon. Shannon back for Wilson again. Put it up on the wing. Ronan left it to Wilson. It's in there. There's a shot. Rebound. Kicked away. Picked in by Ottawa. Back to the point. Ridley a shot knocked down. Rebound at the outside of the net. Slips it back into the court. Cleared out in front again. Taken away. Buffalo 3-on-2 coming back. Primo up to Ronan. Ronan in over the line. Back for Primo. Swung a shot wide of the net. Swing in is Shannon to keep it in there. Stuffed it around to Primo. He drops it off. Ronan didn't see it. Get back into the corner. Senators trying to get it out. Gardner took a bump, and now it's just fired right up into the crowd, and we'll have a face-off coming up here. Over 7 minutes gone in the first period.
The stars are coming out tonight, and there's 4 of interest to you. 4 stars that will fill a basketball fan's heart with the release of these personally authorized first-ever Wilson mini basketball collectibles. There's Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Dennis Rodman, and the Magic's own Penny Hardaway. These limited edition half-size basketballs feature a portrait of each player, their team number, and a facsimile signature of these sure-to-be Hall of Famers. These genuine pieces of basketball history will only be sold during this special introductory offer for only $29.95 each, and comes in this attractive display box complete with certificate of authenticity. It makes a great gift for fans of every age, and is definitely going to be sold out. So order now.
To order your mini basketballs, call 1-800-269-3388 or send check or money order for $29.95 each plus $5.95 shipping to SSCA Basketball Legends, P.O. Box 78 ESN, Grand Central Station, New York, New York. New York residents add sales tax. Call now 1-800-269-3388.
Face-off now will be in the Ottawa corner of the ring.
6 saves for Steve Shields and some real tough ones. Buffalo very uptight. I think they need Penny Youngman down there or Robin Williams to tell a couple of one-liners and loosen them up.
That's something against Rodney Danger.
Well, okay. I didn't want to mention him, but
just asking. Simple query. Here's kick in out of Schmellick. Took his shot. Evan Drake back down. Oh, quick right through the goal crease again. Schmellick holding it in. Bounces one around behind the net. It's scooped free back there. Pulled back into the corner. Olsinger. York got it off the board. Not out. Kept in by Buffalo. Again, fires in. Nothing with Redden. They crash into the board. Olsinger spins. Here's Olsinger looking in front. Olsinger drops it off to Hurry. Breaks it around to Audette. Floating ball to the shot line. And now the Senators take it away. Up to center. McCacken feeding it in over the line. Shepnick charging after it. Shepnick rolls it around on the other side. Quick, but not out. Long shot kicked in. Now it's knocked down. Shoveled ahead, but Duchesne keeping it in. Schmellick catching up with the puck. Going behind the net, flipping it up to Audette. Audette starting to center. He's trying to gain center ice. He wants to get to the bench and make a change with his line mate. Right in front. Taken back now. Duchesne to the referee as he got it up to Day. Day lost control of the puck. Kept in there. Stuck back in by Flanagan. Going around now to Duchesne. Duchesne hit high in the air through center. It bounces. Here's a chance for Day. Walking in, shoots. Makes the save on the breakaway. Left in front of the net. Finally, it's worked over to Bugner. Bugner sending it high in the air. This one will bounce inside the line. Pitlick after it. Pitlick swinging in front of his own net. Trying to come back. It's intercepted, but it's back to center ice. Drop back in the other direction. Cunningworth recovering. He'll fire it in. It's slipped around behind the net again. Kept in there. Now they jam it free. Go back around to the boards to Cunningworth. He steers it around behind the net. Then bounce right beside the net. Came out in front, and Shields just reaches out and pins that one. And Van Allen and Bugner now are all tangled up, and they're separated by the linesmen, Murphy and Collins.
what a piece of goaltending we are seeing here in the early going by Steve Shields, as he robs Alexander Daig on a breakaway. The puck bounces away from Daryl Shannon. Or I beg your pardon, Gary Galley. And look at that. He anticipated where Daig was going to shoot that puck. And the frustration continues for Alexander Daig as he has not played well in this series. But that guy sure has. Leading the playoffs in a save percentage. And somehow the Sabres have got to settle themselves down here. And boy, oh boy, they're just uptight in this game, not being able to relax. And the Senators have been preying on Buffalo turnovers. The Sabres are trying to be patient when they move the puck out of the zone to beat the trap, and they're giving the puck away.
Wilson will hook it ahead and get it out to center ice. It'll be slapped in the other direction. This is going to end up offside against Ottawa. 10:49 remaining here in the opening period. So Ottawa out shooting Buffalo 7-1, and there have been some quality scoring chances, including the one by Daig.
And Daniel Alfredson also with a quality scoring chance earlier in the period. He has been the scoring star of the series. What a hockey player he is. Both ends of the rink. one of the hardest workers. He's one of those guys that you need a rope to pull him off the ice. He wants to stay out there.
Daw didn't get his shot away, but he keeps it into Pekka. Pekka passes it off. Here's Ward trying to squeeze it in front. Pekka's got it again. Pekka on the wall, holding it back in. Daw spins around to Ward on the other side. Ward put it in front. Pekka takes it away and gets it right up the middle. Ottawa coming back down. Got in over the line, slapped away from Schwartz. Goes behind the net, pokes it around on the boards. Brings it back in the other direction. Wilson into the corner after it. He'll tap it ahead. That'll be knocked down and sent away to center ice with Ward. Scooping it across ice. Worked up ahead. No, couldn't control the puck. York flipping it behind the net. Redden got back to York again. He'll stop it around to Alfredson. Alfredson sliding it ahead. That's broken up. Alfredson after it again with Wilson all over him. Now Alfredson. And he gets taken down. And there's a penalty coming up here to Buffalo. And it's Jason Daw who's going to go.
And no argument from Daw as he skates immediately to the penalty box, and McCreary says 2 minutes for hooking, and the Ottawa power play will swing into action. Here's the penalty. In Buffalo, one of the keys to Game 6 was the Sabre penalty killing, as Ottawa did not score in the power play, and it was particularly an effective situation in the third period when Buffalo had the lead 2-0 and killed off consecutive penalties. And that means Holzinger and Ronan will start this penalty kill with Schmelik and Shipnick. The guy they like to get the puck to, Ottawa, is Yashin, number 19, or Duchesne, who plays the right point, number 28.
Halfway through the first period. Schmelik's got time at his own line and now rips it off the boards and down the ice. Ronan digging in deep to do some forechecking. Now retreats and Duchesne starts out. Shane squeezing it across ice. Lokinen will tap one in. Shields handles it to Shipnick. Shipnick got it around the boards, but not out. Dave keeping it in there. Stuffs it down low again. Hey, right out in front of the net. Deflected, but held in by Duchesne to Lokinen. Lokinen back to Duchesne. Got it into Yashin. That's jammed away in the circle. Not out. Ottawa holding it in with the man advantage. Poke back around on the boards again. Lokinen will tap it to Yashin. Yashin turning, looking for an open man. Now dumps it down low. It's fired in front. Here's the shot. Shields the save. The rebound. And they score on the rebound. McKickern, I believe, was the one who tapped it in. And on the power play, the Ottawa Senators have drawn first blood.
What Buffalo lacks on their power play, the Senators have. On the right of the screen, that's Duchesne. He snuck in from the point position, and Ottawa scores on the rebound. That was a terrific stop by Shields. But this is Duchesne. The puck comes loose, and what a play by McEachran as he fought off the check of Richard Schmelik and put it by Steve Shields. And Ottawa, with another power play goal, go up 1-0.
On their first opportunity of the night with the man advantage. Flipped high in the air. This will bounce back in where Shannon recovers. Shannon turning, trying to tip it up in the wing. Finally gets it to center ice. Cross ice pass to Wilson. He'll back one in on the backhand. Redden charging after it. Groshek was firing in there. It's worked around on the boards. Tip to the blue line. Shannon hand on it. Hooked back into the corner again. Groshek gets in there. Groshek trying to leave it to Barnaby. Tapped around to Van Allen. Van Allen will drop it off at his own end. Swept across to Redden. Redden leaving it. York sending it up on the wing. Here's Alfredson. He's trying to get away at center ice. Just wiggles it ahead, tips it in, and Shannon coming up with a puck and scooping it ahead for Barnaby. Barnaby at his own line. Got it across to Wilson. He'll swing it off the boards deep into the Ottawa zone. So this will be an icing coming up against Buffalo, with the Senators holding the lead on the power play.
I never imagined our dream house would need so much work.
The difference between the dream and the house,
This is the problem.
are all those trips to the hardware store.
We have the perfect thing for you. It's called Easy Living. It's
Introducing the Sears Hardware Store, with everything you need and need to know, all at great Sears prices.
Have 2 speeds, comes with 2 battery packs.
This is our dream house, but it's going to take some work.
Sears Hardware Stores. Now there's a Craftsman right in the neighborhood.
Sean McEachran scores in the power play, his second of the series to make it 1-0. Steve Duchesne and Alexei Yashin draw the assists. Good play by McEachran to fight off the Buffalo defenseman.
8:15 left on the clock in the opening period. Van Allen against Primo. Jammed to the boards. Ronan getting all tangled up with his man, but the Senators keep it in. Ronan comes back again, bumping with Dackel. Galley getting involved with Lambert. Ronan is still in there, and Lambert finally comes up with the puck. Lambert turning, guides it back into the corner. Butner after Gardner. They'll kick away at it on the board. Good battling along the wall, and the referee, McCurry, lets him go. Dackel coming up with the puck now, trying to swing in front. He's belted and knocked down by Ronan. Away to center, Butner. Butner will flip one in. Win it behind the net. Tugnut's getting it up for Pitlick. Pitlick sending it in the other direction. Ottawa with a chance to get it out and do. And all the way to center. Across ice. Ronan comes across to take out his check. Galley flipping it ahead, and that ends up popping right out of play. 7:25 left on the clock here in this opening period. Should mention the last helmetless player in the National Hockey League, Craig McTavish, announced his retirement today from the league and from the St. Louis Blues. Last player to play without a helmet.
Well, Steve Shields has done his job here in the opening 20 minutes. 10 shots on goal, 9 saves. And Buffalo just managing 1 shot on goal. But Ottawa is really playing well in their own zone, moving the puck accurately and quickly out of their own end, and Buffalo cannot get the forecheck going. Let's see if the Senators can do it this time again.
Shane whipping it up the middle, and it got away from McEachran. This will make it down the ice. Schmelik is back. So that errant pass ends up pissed off in the Ottawa end.
Now, one of the keys to Buffalo in Game 6 was their puck pursuit. They were able to get into the zone quickly and cause turnovers. They are not seeing any line matchups here tonight, except really this one. Holzinger is playing against the Yashin line. Normally in this series it has been Michael Pekka, but Ted Nolan changed that in Game 6.
Audette really just failed to pick it up at the last second. It's tapped out to center ice. Audette coming back, but can't get his check. Yashin in over the line. Audette stayed on him. Go back into the corner. Shipnick and Yashin after it. They'll whistle and it's split free behind the net. Yashin got it out in front that deflects the center ice. Duchesne covering up back there, working it to McEachran. He'll tap it in and head off with his line mates. Shipnick corralling it now for Buffalo on the wing to Audette. He just furthers it as far as the red line. Alfredson picks it up and sends it to Chorsky. Chorsky tapping one in. There's Shipnick. Shipnick in behind the goal, whipping it up on the wing. Sabres starting to come away, but a pass deflects off the skate and is sent back in the other direction. Cannon dumping it off the board. It's picked up by Alfredson. He'll clear it back to center. Now it's flipped ahead. Shields stopping it there to Wilson. Wilson guiding it around to the boards, and away comes Pekka to center. Tried to flip it up to Daw, but it's broken up, and Stoltop sending it down to Chorsky. Chorsky with a shot that goes up the skate to the corner. Ward picks it up and lost it behind the net. After it again. Ward kicking it free. It's to Ward. Trying to wheel it through the middle and does to Pekka. Daw goes with them. Pekka in over the line. Right to Tugnut, and he just flops on it and hangs on.
Now the Sabres again, though, forcing the puck to the middle of the ice too often. And Ted Nolan was saying that early in the series, that was a major problem for this team. He said they were doing things with the puck that they hadn't done all year. And against the trap, again, you've got to be careful about moving the puck to the middle of the ice, because they try to force you up one side of the ice and then cause the turnover. And look at the turnovers already in the neutral zone. And I said before this series started that area of the ice was a key, and that's way too many for Buffalo here in the opening period.
So Plant going to move out on the draw now for the Sabres. And Sean Van Allen. Let's try to roll it back to the point. It's chipped in along the board. Van Allen flips it and sends it to Dig up to Cunningworth. One man back. Cunningworth in over the line, trying to cut in, and Shannon took him home. Now it's jammed around on the boards. Cunningworth comes up with it again. knocks it away. Shipman covering up as the teams are changing. Burridge to gain center ice. He rolled it ahead right on the Redden's stick. Redden uses the boards to flip it back down the ice. Lambert is slowed down. It's chopped off of Lambert. Went down. Shipman working it to Audette. Swings to the Ottawa line. Feeds it into the corner. Holzinger racing in there after it. Holzinger on the wall trying to hold it in. Can't do it, but gets some help from Schmeller. Finally cleared up to center to Lambert. Trying to set up a 3-on-1. Cross ice pass and the shot right that will be deflected in front of the net. Poke it around behind the net again. He went beside the net and Shields has a hold of that one. And finally the whistle goes with an extra shove or two. 4 minutes to go on Empire.
Hey, the road ahead awaits you. You never know just where it takes you.
How should buying tires fit into your life?
Roll me west, rolling free. That's the best. Free to roll.
Sears Auto Center. We keep you rolling.
Welcome back. Coming up in our first intermission, Jason Daw will be our guest. We'll also have an NHL playoff update with some other 7th games going on. And Rick and Jim will take a look back at this first period. Let's go back upstairs.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dennis. What is he, 17 today?
No, 52, I thought he was. Youthful looking.
Yes, that's a goal.
I think he colors his hair, too. Give it a gray.
And the tummy tuck. There's a shot from Pitlick that just goes wide of the net. Brown and Daw trying to get away at center. He gets checked. Ends up being picked up on a delayed onside by Shannon. Shannon squeezing it ahead. Flipped high in the air by Galley all the way into the corner. Daw went charging in there. Comes back to Shannon. Trying to roll it in front. So that's broken up. And it's cleared away. And the Senators bring it out again to Ball. Hitting the Buffalo line. He feeds it through to Yashin. Yashin gets taken out and Shannon lost it behind the net. McCarron got it in front. Shannon got it back again. Shannon tipping it ahead. Here's Ward. Ward in over the line. Back to Daw. Fires Ward and rips it wide. Around to the board. Shannon holding it in. Trying to get it to Ward. It's tapped back into the corner. Sabres holding it in. Scoop back to Ward again. Off his skate. Couldn't control it. And Ottawa will now clear it through center ice. Shannon knocking it down. Senators trying to make a change. Shannon put it ahead, but that's picked off. And York will feed it up on the wing. Back it goes to Redden. Redden is using the boards to send it to center. Covered and kept high into the Ottawa zone again. Now Buffalo's in the process of making a change. And Barnaby picks up the puck and gives it to Grosek. Grosek in over the line. He gets checked. Taken back by Zoltok. Zoltok wheeling it up now to Alfredson. Alfredson spins around to the wall to keep it in there. Sending it down low again. Hook back in front of the net. Sabres can't get it out, but now we'll get another opportunity, and it's rolled through center. Rolled ahead again. Chorsky beating it on over the line. Here's Zoltak walking in, shooting. Shields to save the rebound. Schmeller up on the wing, but too far for Grosek. Recovered by Duchesne. He gets it to Alfredson. Alfredson tipping it through the middle. Fired in now by Van Allen. Left back there with 2 minutes to go in the period, and now we have the puck being picked out of the air with a high stick.
2 minutes, 3 seconds to go here in the opening period. And the Buffalo Sabres will be very happy to get to the dressing room down only 1-0. Zoltak, we talked about him earlier. He has a great shot, and Steve Shields, again, in perfect position to make the save. Not sure whether that one may have even have hit somebody in front of the net, however, but boy, oh boy, the Sabres just cannot make a good pass against Ottawa here, and that is plain and simple nerves.
Here's Galley now, and bring it out of his own end. He wings it off the boards. Audette whacked at it, but it's taken back by Lokinen. Now given away, Holzinger busting in on goal, shoots. Oh, Cutler got a piece of it. Rolled around, Lokinen feeding it free, not getting it out. Holzinger dropped his deck. They'll jam on the boards again. Sabres trying to hold it in there. Rolled back in. Cunningworth working over Holzinger from behind. Holzinger still fighting for the puck. He leaves it there to Burry. Holzinger now finally loses it. Briggs starting out. Here's Day in over the Buffalo line. Day drops it back to shot by Cunningworth. Snyder. He'll try and dump it in and does. And now the teams are making changes. Redden drills it through the middle. On level, but sent back to Shannon. Shannon loses control. Over the line. Wagner leaving it there, taken away. Buffalo coming back. Daw spinning. Hitting now the line. Here's Daw busting in. The shot blocked in front of the net. Not out. Kicked in by Wilson. That finally knocked down. Wagner starts out to center by himself. Takes the long shot. It doesn't get through, but catching up is Lambert. And rolling in front. Jam back in the corner again. Tipped in there by Ottawa. Rolled back in along the boards for Lambert. He's taken out by Shannon. Wilson gets involved. Scoop free, kicked around into the corner, but not out. Ottawa holding it in. Here's Gardner turning. Gardner still with the puck. Getting out in front. With the shot go. It didn't get through. Hit for Daw. Daw from behind. Still has the puck. Beats it around behind. There's a penalty coming up now to Lambert. Oh, now Daw's going to go too. Daw retaliated, and he's going to get a penalty as well.
Well, in this type of hockey game with this kind of intensity, you must keep yourself in control. Daw took a weak penalty, a bad penalty early in this period. It cost him a goal, and now he retaliates on Denny Lambert. Emotionally, Jason Daw has to gain control of himself. 15.8 seconds to go in this opening period. And that the last 2 or 3 minutes was the best by Buffalo in this hockey game.
Led by Michael Pekka, was leveling everything in sight, wearing an Ottawa uniform.
Here's a penalty that was coming up to Lambert as Daw is attacked by number 42, and then Daw just retaliates. So that's silliness right there. Now Pekka put down Wade Redden with a thundering check and then laid out Lambert on the opposite end of the ring. So sometimes body checks like that can fire up a hockey club and turn the momentum. We'll see. Unusual situation in this series. We're going to play for a side that has not happened very often.
It's not for a full 2 minutes. A few overlapping situations, but Galley will take his time and tip it across ice. Holzinger, he got taken down by McCaffrey, and it's kept in by Ottawa. Swept across in front of the net. Well, bouncing after it, held in now with Wokanen taking the shot, and Shields got a piece of it as the buzzer signals the end of the first period.
And a very impressive period for the Ottawa Senators. McEachran doing the damage, 1-0 on the power play. But for Buffalo, the Sabres have to show more patience, gain control of their nerves, and get the puck in deep on the Ottawa defense.
The Senators, however, get the lone goal of the period, and it does come on the power play. And they have the lead, out shooting Buffalo 11-2 in the first 20 minutes. These two teams battling for that trophy.
Want an adjustable bed, but don't think you can afford one? Then you haven't priced Craftmatic adjustable beds lately. Craftmatic Model 2 beds cost hundreds less than these quality flat beds. And this Craftmatic Model 3 is available at 50% of Craftmatic 2's low cost. 50%. Craftmatic Model 3 and 2 beds adjust to all these healthful positions and offer optional heat and massage, yet cost less than these quality flat beds. Get our free catalog by mail, including information on Craftmatic 3s at savings of 50% of Craftmatic 2's low cost.
Hello, I'd like to receive your free catalog and 50% information by mail.
Certainly, sir.
It's easy, so call for this free catalog right away.
Call toll free 1-800-247-7979. That's 1-800-247-7979. Toll free 1-800-247-7979.
Sabres Playoff Hockey is brought to you in part by your local Chevrolet Geo dealers. Cars you can trust from people you can depend on. And by Tops Friendly Markets. Tops never stop saving you more. Well, the team's just now returning to the ice for second period action here at a sold-out Marine Midland Arena.
Well, statistics from the opening period. loaded heavily on the side of Ottawa, except for face-offs. Scoring chances 10-3, and boy, oh boy, 10 quality scoring chances, far too many against Ottawa. Buffalo just not getting to the net. They did in Game 6 on Ron Tucknut, and they have not been able to do it here this evening. Also, a major factor in the opening period was turnovers. We had a opportunity to track them tonight, more than double by Buffalo, and in the neutral zone in particular. 9 turnovers to 3 for Ottawa. And again, that area of the rink was very important in that opening 20 minutes, as it has been through most of this series, through all of the series.
Well, the other scary part is the fact that Ottawa had 10 scoring chances on 11 shots on goal. I mean, that's
quality. Scoring chances. McEachran, the difference in that opening period. His power play goal gave Ottawa that 1-0 lead. And Ted Nolan, boy, his chore, he knows. He, I'm sure, tried to settle his hockey club down and say, look, you look like you're carrying the world on your shoulders. Get rid of it. Have some fun. Enjoy this moment, this opportunity. Jacques Martin was talking this morning about players like Alexei Yashin. And although he didn't name them, he said some players are big guys, have to come up and play, elevate their game and play well. He said it's a wonderful opportunity to showcase your skills. And Yashin did a pretty good job in that opening 20 minutes.
So is the linesman Brian Murphy. It's ready at center ice to drop the puck between Yashin and Holzinger.
Well, we checked the penalty boxes. We're 4 aside. Minute 45 in Lambert's penalty along with Jason Daw.
219s take the face-off. Audette trying to pull away, chases after it again. Wilkinen's on him. Audette at center ice, slips it across, but it jumped away from Zhitnik. Schmelik is there to help out. He'll leave it to Zhitnik in the corner. Zhitnik rips one up the middle. Audette swinging it. It hit a skate. And Yashin picks it up. He got muscled off the puck. Lokinen is back there. Just underway in the second period. Lokinen floating the pass up on the wing. Away comes McEachran, the goal-getter in the game. McEachran's backhand, Shields makes the save, speared it away. It's flying right in front of the net, but it's kicked up ahead now to Audette. He'll wheel it across for Holzinger. Holzinger ducking away at center ice, still carries the puck. Hitting the Ottawa line, flying in, cooking, shot, popped it! Covers up and made the save, and he juggled it a little bit there. Ron Tucknut not too sure exactly where it was as we go to the birthday boy, Dennis Williams.
Thanks very much, guys. I just talked to assistant coach Don Lever, and he said they told the team not to worry so much about messing up, making mistakes. They got to loosen up and play their game, play to their system the way they did in Game 6. He also said there's nothing you can do about the last 20 minutes. Just think about the next 40. Let's go back upstairs.
Now that's water under the bridge, as they say. You cannot redo them. What a play this was by Holzinger. And a quick wrist shot. Richard Schmelik, who's a Frenchman, ended up going to the front of the net, and that almost caused problems for Tucknut.
Almost a minute remaining in the coincidental minor penalty. York beating it around the boards. Galley trying to keep it in. Does. Rolling it back into the corner. There's Barnaby to Galley. He drills a shot right on, and Tucknut is forced to cover up again. Well, here's Barnaby, and he's in there yipping and yapping.
Well, Matthew's saying, hey, get your hands off me, Mr. McCreary.
Well, he was getting a little bit aggressive myself.
Trying to rough Matthew up. Barnaby's ready for this face-off. Look at him. Buffalo, obviously, their game plan here is to get some shots on goal.
Well, he could not keep it in. It spun out to center ice, but Shannon is back there. Shannon hammers it around in the bush. York can't get it into center. Plant could not control the puck, and York fires it ahead. Gardner busting it over the line. Gardner's back, and is knocked away into the corner. And recovered by Barnaby. Barnaby slipping it up to Plant. Plant cutting back through the middle. He loses control of the puck, and it rolls right to Redden to York. York will feed it up on the wing, tap back into the corner. Redden has to go after it. Barnaby's right on him, and behind the net. Slides around to the boards. York got it to the blue line and out. Zhitnik is back there to bank it up ahead. Plant skipping it across to Schmelik. Schmelik Alfredson to the Buffalo line. Taps it in over the line, but his teammates were changing. It's clipped out to center ice, and Sabres coming. Fired one, and that deflected wide of the net. Back in the corner, Cunningworth leaving it there. Now slipped high in the air, rolls down the ice. Shipnick after it, Diggs on him. Shipnick and Diggs kicking away at the puck in the corner. It's spun around behind the net. Worked back to the point, held it in by Ottawa. Looking at it now. Ward, you get it to center. He got checked right there, however, and it's tapped back in over the line from Van Allen. Van Allen taking off the play. Here's Ward coming away again for Buffalo, finding Pekka with the pass. Back to Ward. Ward in over the line, and he can't control it. Now it's flipped up to Van Allen. Van Allen clearing it through the middle. Banked in the other direction. Tapped ahead, and the Sabres recover again and squeeze it up now to Ward. Ward bumps it across. Quick shot, and Tugnut handles that one as Ray let it go, and it's deflected before it got to the Ottawa goaltender.
Rob Ray with a quick release, and Ron Tugnut is getting plenty of action here in the early going in this period. We've been talking all series about Ron Tugnut does not have a water bottle on top of the net. Here's the quick release by Rob Ray. That actually deflected off the Ottawa defenseman. But I asked Tugnut about that this morning. I said, what about the water bottle? You're the only goalie in the league that doesn't have one that I know of. And he said, well, first of all, I don't drink from it during the game. I go to the bench for a drink. And secondly, he said, one game somebody tipped up the net. The water bottle fell in the goal crease. I thought it was the puck. I started kicking away at it. In the meantime, somebody shot the puck in the net. And he said, ever since that day, no water bottle. Well, that's understandable.
Puck's black and the water bottle's green.
Well, he kept saying, he said, I felt this thing in my skates, and I thought it was the puck, and it wasn't.
It's broken up right in center ice. Bumps around the board. Shannon bumping away there. Yashin comes up with the puck, though. He'll tip it in over the line. Balk going after it. Shannon takes it away and puts it all the way around to Audette. Then back into the corner. The pass for Shannon. Shannon will squeeze it up on the wing, and it jumped away from Holzinger. Here's Audette flipping it free, but taken back by Chorsky. Chorsky to the Buffalo line. He slides it in. This is a delayed offside. Shannon recovering. Ottawa's changing. Audette at center ice. Audette on his own line. He then promptly gave it away to York. York walks right back. He took his shot. Shields grabs that one, and Shannon stepped into York and flattened him. Almost 4 minutes into the second period.
Hoover Dam. At over 6.6 million tons, it generates electricity to 3 western states.
Hey, it doesn't hold water compared to the new 22-pound Coleman PowerMate 1000. Pound for pound, the most powerful portable generator ever built. Use it anytime, anywhere you need power. It'll even jump-start a dead battery instantly. And the best place to pick one up is at the Home Depot. The new Coleman PowerMate 1000. All the power you can handle with a handle.
1-0 Ottawa. Here's the Sabre problem tonight. Watch what happens as Buffalo will force the puck into the middle of the ice. This is Donald Audette against the trap. Ottawa intercepts, and they attack back the other way. And this has been happening all evening.
Zoltan losing the draw to Plant. Schmelik recovering behind the net. For Galley, back to Richard Schmelik. Back to Schmelik again, around to Galley. Galley takes a look, got it up to Groshek, but it was too high for him, and Redden comes up with the puck in the corner. Groshek racing after it, kept into Groshek again. Oh, he couldn't get it out in front. Plant was there all alone. Alfredson through the middle. Dumped in by Chorsky, fed off into the corner. Zoltan going after it. Zoltan keeping it in, and dropped back to Alfredson, trying to get away. Galley's all over him. He'll pick at the puck. Zoltan picks it off. Zoltan gets checked, came back to the point, the long shot, bounces off Schmelik to the corner. Chorsky comes up with it now. Chorsky, he took his shot. That one deflected wide. Plant hooked it off the boards. Barnaby turning. Barnaby flips it across ice, but can't get it out. Ottawa hitting it in. Into Alfredson in the corner. Alfredson spinning around again. On his backhand, and it rolls up to center. And Janik then fired it right into his own bench.
Another good shift by the line of Alfredson, Chorsky, and Zoltak. And Daniel Alfredson is so good getting the puck up on the left wing boards and then circling or cycling around the circle. And here's, watch the Senators go to work here. Alfredson is number 11. Sabres again give the puck away in their own zone. Here comes Alfredson. This is where he's very effective as he picks the puck off the boards, and then he had it picked off by Barnaby. But you must play the body against Daniel Alfredson, and that is not easy because of his quickness and his strength.
Lokkonen drilling one in, and Shields will handle it back there. Shipnick. He lets Pekka go by. Here's Shipnick swinging it across ice to Bugner. Firing it up through the middle now. Ward tapping one in. Tugnutt handles that, got it around on the boards. Ward can't keep it in. It pops right to Cottingworth out to center ice. Back come the Senators. Van Allen got it in over the line, but it's broken up. It kicked to center again, and Ward coming back. Ward to the Ottawa line. Squeezed out, worked it down low. Van Allen going after it. He rips it around on the glass. That'll come to center and charging after it. Daig watched by Shipnick, and Daig lets it go and heads to the bench. Shipnick up for Ward again. Ward a long high. Trying to get it to Pekka in the corner. Pekka got tangled up in there. Rolled around to the boards to the other side. York feeding it away to Gardner. Gardner scooping one off the glass in the corner. Rolling it behind the net. Gardner racing after it again. Taken out by Bugner. Wilson trying to leg it out, and he got it to center, but it's recovered by Redden. And Redden flips it back in. Shields is going to play it, so there's no icing. Shields getting it around on the board. Shannon hacked at it. Another chance, and finally got it out over the blue line. York tapping it back in again. Dackle went for a spill. Here's Wilson. Now he recovers again. Up in the corner from Ronan, but it's kept in by Lambert. Got it in front, and the shot just went wide. Ronan scooping it free and sending it to center. Ray trying to catch up with the puck. He flings away Picklick with the stain. It's sent back out to center ice. Shannon's pass goes right to Primo. Primo up to Ronan. And then over the line, Ray goes firing in there as well. Here's Picklick. Ray got in front of him. Ronan trying to dig it free. Ray attempting to pry it free. Now Ray had it momentarily, but it's broken up, and the Senators get it high in the air. Knock it out to center ice. Shipnick got taken out. Here's Yashin kicking it in over the line, and so doing, putting himself offside almost 7 minutes into the second period.
Well, Alexei Yashin has really matured this year. He was a #1 pick of the Ottawa Senators 3 years ago. Moved to this country from the Soviet Union with his mother and father and brother. And this year, for the first time, he moved away from home. He lives by himself. And if you watch this guy in the series and follow him, you really come to appreciate what a great player he is. Not a fast skater, but a great puck controller once he gets inside the blue line. Impossible to take the puck from him.
Shipnick. Get it out of there. Dishes it high in the air. Shannon quickly back after it. Burridge is on him. Roll around to the boards. Kept in momentarily by Buffalo. Burridge chops it back behind the net. Pachanik recovering. Pachanik off the glass. Got it all the way to center. Shipnick smokes it back in again. That one deflected, and they're going to rule it a deliberate offside against Buffalo.
It was a night to remember, as last June, a packed Memorial Auditorium paid tribute to the great Eliot Apollo. On June 6th, in the Marine Midland Arena, the Wrestling Legends return, along with the greatest stars of the WCW, to present Wrestling Legends 2. Also on that night, a special tribute to the greatest quarterback in Bill's history, Jim Kelly. The greatest stars of the past and present again unite to raise money for Children's Hospital and the Apollo Scholarship Fund. Names like Lex Luger, the Giant, and the dreaded New World Order. Tickets on sale at the arena and all fantastic locations.
Now this place is coming to life. Here's a playoff memory, Game 7, 1983. This is an overtime, and Brad Park guns in the winning goal. I remember that one. I can still see that puck sliding out to Brad Park.
If I remember right, it was an afternoon game during the week. Rolled around behind the net. Shipnick recovering. Shipnick sending it off the glass to center, and it'll be recovered by Ottawa. Fire through the middle. Hosinger taking it back to Shipnick. To Schmeling. Challenged by Alfredson. Off the middle to Audette. Audette whipping it off the boards. This is going to go down the ice, and this is another icing against Buffalo.
And just that play there illustrates the nervousness on behalf of Buffalo. I mean, that's a play that Donald Audette, I did not see him make it all year, as he got the puck and just rifled the puck off the boards instead of trying to make a A play to the neutral zone. Watch what happens as Schmelik puts it up to Adet. And he just guns it off the boards and down the ice. And when you see a player of Adet's caliber do that, you know that he's nervous, that he's gripping the stick too tight. And that can be said of the whole club up to this point. They have not been able to relax, but yet the score remains only 1-0 Ottawa.
And the shots are even at 3 apiece in this period. Here's Groshek trying to get away at center. Groshek to the Ottawa line. He'll bounce one in and have to charge after it. Tugnutt feeds it off the board. Chopped out by Barnaby to keep it in there. Swung around. Wilson holding it in, but Dave breaks it up. Dave pokes at it again and gets it back inside the Buffalo line. Shannon doing one across to Barnaby. It got away from him. Shannon helps him out. Shannon's pass off Groshek and right up in behind the penalty box.
Well, Michael Groshek, to be effective, must play a physical game in the corners. And I think for the most part in this series, he has done that. And that's the statistics in the regular season with 15 goals and 36 points. The Sabres going with 4 lines here in the second. They did in the first. And the Senators, of course, like to do that also. I said before this series started that I thought the 4th lines would be important, or maybe even the deciding factor in this playoffs. And here we are in Game 7, and let's see if they can produce a goal. Dackel did early in the series. That's the only goal that has been scored by the 4th line.
Yeah, he's coming up with it now. He tries to get away at center ice. Tap one in. Charging in after it is Ray. Here comes Ronan. Woods worked around behind the net. The Senators recover again, and that's flipped high in the air and sent to center. Galley chopping it up to Ronan. Ronan to the Ottawa line and over. Ronan after it again. Trying to hold it in there. Tip free, not out. Buffalo keeping it in with Bugner into Primo. Primo squeezed behind the net. He gets taken down. Ray trying to get involved. Ray pushing right beside the net, and Tugnutt grabs the hold, and now Primo and Lokinen are front and center, and are pulled apart.
Well, I talked to Wayne Primo this morning. Was he ever excited to be part of Game 7 here at the Marine Midland Arena in his first season in the NHL? I mean, he had a smile from ear to ear. But this is what this line does. They just want to bang away anyone who gets near them and then just head to the front of the net and cause a traffic jam. And look at the traffic. Here's from the net cam as Tugnutt falls on the loose puck.
Where'd all these people come from?
Yeah.
That's what he's thinking.
Bunley's in the middle of Manhattan.
Action winning the goal. Shane feeding it around. McEachern hustling after it. Into Buffalo territory. He turns down, stuffs it down low. Shipman comes across the bump with Yashin. Yashin still with the puck, feeding it in front, and it's taken away by Pekka. Pekka hustling away to center ice down to the Ottawa line. Pekka hold it off. Oh, couldn't get a shot on. McEachern starting back, sending it over on the other side to Bonk. Bonk banking one into the corner. Twisting around the outside. McEachern hit by Ward, and it's flipped for Daw. Daw coming away to center. A penalty coming up here to Ottawa. But now knocked down at the line, and the Senators recover, and Buffalo will get a power play chance approaching the midway point of the second period. And it's Yashin who goes.
That was not a good shift by Yashin. He gave the puck away once in the Buffalo zone and now takes an interference penalty. This is a terrific play, though, by number 44, Buffalo Zhitnik. He makes a great pass up the wing, and then Zhitnik right here hooks him down to the ice. John Lieber, the assistant coach, told me before Game 6 that when you play against the trap, you do not want your defense leading the rush, but joining the rush. And Zhitnik attempted to join the rush and caused the penalty.
So the Sabres, who have been El Stinko in this series on the power play, will give another try. Here's Holzinger. And at the base of the net. Around for Shannon. Shannon, he'll hold it in. Back to Burridge. Burridge cruising right beside the net. Odette couldn't get it. Tap to Duchesne, and Duchesne off of Shannon and down the ice. Shields coming out to Shoulder shot. Wide to the net. Rebound. Here's Audette. Audette looking for the point man to Shannon. Shannon slides it to Audette. Turning on the wall. Audette's got Holsinger down low. Cleared across the ice. But it jumped away from Galley. And it's taken Van Allen. He got dumped on the wall, but had the presence of mind to clear it with his glove to center ice. And somehow that precipitated the whistle. Because it didn't go to an Ottawa player. The pass went to a Buffalo player.
Now Donald Audette, though, forcing the puck through a group of players right here. And this is not a good play. It just doesn't work. And the Senators, with an opportunity, they never do get the puck out of the zone, as Burridge did a good job on Van Allen. And he fired the puck with the glove up to the neutral zone. But forcing the puck rink wide like that on the power play usually doesn't work.
Shipman rattling it around behind the net. It rolls around to the boards. Kept in by Buffalo, at least momentarily. Now it's punched out to center ice. Shipman sliding it across. Daw smacks it back in again, but Tugnut gave it to Shane. Around to the boards and all the way into the Buffalo end. Schmeller can't capture it. Alfredson's right on him. It's tipped up ahead to Grosjean. Twisting away from his check, coming to center ice and feeding it to Shipnick. Shipnick into Ottawa territory, leaving it to Daw. Daw works it down low, sending it back now to Pekka. Pekka took his shot. That didn't get through. After it again, he kicks it free to Shipnick. Shipnick shovels it to Pekka. Pekka tried to tap it along into the corner, but it's taken back by Alfredson. Alfredson coming to center ice now. Alfredson. Well, he's spun around by Shipnick, but he managed to clear it in. And only a dozen seconds remain in the power play try for Buffalo. Pass comes up the middle, misses everybody, and Duchesne catches up with it in the corner, and now the Senators are back at full strength. Look to the blue line, that's shot down and ends up at center ice on Yashin's stick. Galley comes back to knock it away from him. Gets up the board, but not out. Cunningworth keeping it in. Barnaby couldn't get it. Cunningworth got it in the corner. He feeds it in quick, and it went all the way to center. Ottawa making changes and almost had too many men on the ice. Back there is Shannon. Over to Galley. He'll work it to Shannon again. Over 8 minutes to go here in the second period. The pass to Galley. Galley for Shannon in his skates, but he fights it free and sends it up on the wing to Plant. Plant drills one in over the line. Barnaby, Shannon, and he gets checked as he let the shot go. Back on the Senators, Yashin. Yashin guiding it ahead to McEachern. Pekka got caught. McEachern the shot. Shields the save. He got nailed, and there's a penalty coming up here, and it's going to go to Buffalo. Ward is going to get it for interference. He's going to get more if he doesn't call it. 1-0 Ottawa, the lead on Empire.
It's a world championship 18 years in the making. Finally, the Commissioner's Trophy has come home to where it belongs. The 1996 New York Yankees, champions of the American League East, owners of their first league pennant in 15 years, and once again, world champions. Celebrate the Bronx Bombers' ride to baseball's pinnacle with the New York Yankees World Championship plaque. Each plaque includes an officially licensed 8x10 team photo featuring Bernie Williams, Derek Jeter, Cecil Fielder, Darryl Strawberry, Andy Pettit, and more. Below the photo is a nameplate detailing the Yankees' rise to their unprecedented 23rd World Championship. Call the toll-free number today to add to your collection of baseball memorabilia or give a gift that any Yankees fan will cherish. Operators are standing by 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to take your order. Supplies are limited, so call today.
Alexei Yashin leads the rush into the Buffalo zone, and Dixon Ward is going to end up taking an interference penalty. Here comes Ward, and then Ward knocks Yashin down right there and goes to the box.
The Senators with one power play goal to their credit. Opportunity, Pekka takes it away, doesn't get it out, but now it's tipped up to Daw to Pekka, broken up in the blue line. Alfredson starting right back again. Alfredson to the Buffalo zone. He got taken off the puck, but McEachern keeps it in there. Wilson after it. Now swinging around to Shannon out at center, and it went behind Daw. Pekka racing after it. Good in front, and Daw couldn't connect. Good in front again. Tugnut tapping it away, but the whistle had already gone. And Daw and Pekka creating some havoc inside Ottawa territory.
Now the Buffalo penalty killers become aggressive, and I think in this series, one of the reasons the Senators' power play has been successful is the penalty killing of Buffalo has been rather passive. Some good work, that shift by Daw and Pekka. The Senators with a total of 7 power play goals, including one here tonight. 5 of the 7 have come in this building.
Still a minute and a half remaining in that Ward penalty. Back into the corner. York squeezing it around to Redden. Redden will flip it. Intercepted. Holzinger to the shot. Deflected right off. Hooked up the save. And taken down in the goal crease is Burridge. And now Tugnut is steamed because he thinks he was interfered with by Burridge. Meanwhile, it's a 2-line pass at center ice. Everybody's mad at the referee, McCreary.
Well, particularly the goaltenders. But again, the penalty killing of Buffalo. Ryan Holzinger lifted the shot high up the chest of Tugnut right here. And Burridge was taken into the crease by York. And Tugnut actually ended up falling down over top of him. There's a stick of Burridge up in the left arm of the goaltender from the net cam.
The center, Schmeling tried to tuck it back in. It's way down the ice. Dave charging after it. His shot, and Shields picks that one off, fires it up the middle, and clears it all the way into Ottawa territory. Redden back after it. Holzinger's right on him, and it's dumped in the wing, but Holzinger picks it off again. Holzinger at center, the long backhand, scooping it into the corner. Buffalo, another change. Redden. Swing it to center ice, and that misses everybody down the ice. Came in front of the man. Here's Shields out after it. He cleared it to center. That fooled everybody, except Shields. Duchesne after it now. He'll slide it free. Raiders coming back again with the pass back through the middle. To the Buffalo line. McKinney trying to get around the outside to the corner. Wilson dribbles it around to the middle. Picked up by Daw. Daw feeding it up the middle. Here's Shannon easing it up now to Pekka. That one gets blocked. Back in the corner. Yashin after it again. Yashin going behind the net. Trying to work it out in front. Alfredsson's got it. Alfredsson pretty good in front. That's knocked out. Rebound. Shields makes the save. And it hangs on. Just as Buffalo comes back to full strength.
What a brilliant piece of goaltending against the best goal scorer on the Ottawa Senators, Yashin. 15 feet in front of the net. Watch Yashin get himself in position right here, and look at that stop. Shields picks it off with the left glove and keeps the score 1-0 and keeps Buffalo in this hockey game. Boy, he has done his job again here tonight. And the face-off coming up to the left of Shields. The Sabres successfully kill off the penalty to Dixon Ward.
5.5 left on the clock here in the second period. Now swung back through the middle to Barnaby. Barnaby to the Ottawa line. He gets in over the line, leaving it to Porky. Spinning around behind the net. Mike tried to shovel it in front. Barnaby took a high stick. Still fighting for the puck back there. Barnaby can't come up with it, however, and the Senators get it back. They couldn't get it out. Barnaby's backhand just goes wide. Joseph charging into the corner. Makes a bump from Lokinen. Still working on the puck. Joseph and Lokinen fighting for it, and Lokinen got it but didn't get it out. Now it's rolled in front again. Here's a chance as Splatt was being hooked from behind, and there's finally going to be a penalty coming up here. Senators trying to get it out. They're jamming the boards again. Everybody piling into the corner. Less than 5 to go on the clock here on the second. Ottawa in the lead on Empire.
The NJC AA Division III College World Series is back in Batavia for another year. Come out and see the Stars of Tomorrow in this year's tournament at Dwyer Stadium, May 17th through the 23rd. Tickets for the 18 double elimination tournament are on sale now, $3 a day or $12 for a tournament pass. Don't miss exciting college baseball at its very best. To reserve your front row seat, call 343-5454 now.
Matthew Barnaby and company with a great shift. Barnaby draws the penalty in front of the net. This is Gartner who runs Barnaby into the net, into the crossbar, and the Sabres are on the power play. Down goes Barnaby. What an excellent shift.
A power play that will begin with Holzinger on the point along with Galley. Now here's the face-off. It's tipped back into the circle again. Back to Galley. Holzinger. Quick shot. And that one goes off a skate and out of play.
Yeah, that's another area that has plagued Buffalo throughout this series. The inability from the point men of getting the puck through to the front of the net. And that looked like a dangerous scoring chance. Ottawa reacted well and deflected the puck into the crowd. So important when the puck ends up back at the point that the shot goes through to the goaltender. And that has not been happening with regularity from Buffalo's point of view.
Kick away at it inside the circle. Rolled in front and Burridge didn't get to it in time. Back to Galley. Galley will feed it along the boards again, but Lokinen spins around and sends it down the ice. Pick it up back there. Honeyworth watching him, leaving it to Pekka. And Allen forechecking now. Cognizant of that, spins to get rid of him. Here comes Pekka through the middle, up to Galley. Around in over the line. Gordon going extra back there, got it on the board. Burridge trying to hold it in. Burridge has got it again. Burridge got it back down to Holzinger. Holzinger drops it off to Randy Burridge. Burridge keeping it in. Still with the puck to Holzinger. Over it comes to Galley. Galley back to Holzinger. Loose shot to a rebound. That crashes the net. Has sold away the rebound. And on the power play, Buffalo has tied it at 1.
We just talked about the importance of getting the shot through. Here it is. Donald Adet pays the price in front of the net, but scores the goal. And the Sabres have tied it at 1. What a play by Adet. You could see him consciously stay out of the crease, and jubilation on the Buffalo bench.
Well, he was in the crease because he got hammered in there by York. Well, that's a rarity, folks. The Sabres power play was in Chapter 11.
Well, they're in the money now as Adet puts it in the net. Right there, Adet is crunched from behind. Great positioning in front. The shot by Holzinger gets through to the goaltender. That was the key, and the perseverance of Donald Adet in front of the net.
Now the referee McCreary is going over to the Buffalo bench. Ted Nolan wants to chat with him. And he's getting one.
Well, unfortunately, this delay is to the advantage of Ottawa.
Yep.
As debris showering down on the ice. And that just holds up play. Buffalo, they're anxious to drop that puck and get the momentum going. Here's a goal by Adet from the overhead, and we are tied at 1. And this building is bonkers. Wow, everybody on their feet. Holzinger, Galley, the assist. Adet second to the playoffs.
So it takes Buffalo a period plus 16 minutes to get on the board in the game. But they get it the same way the Senators took the lead on the power play.
That's Buffalo's first power play goal in the last 21 times that they have had the man advantage since the third period of Game 1 here at the Marine Midland Arena. Now, Jacques Martin is just taking his time, putting his lineup onto the ice, and the fans continue to throw things.
Well, they've just been warned not to, or the Sabres are going to be penalized, and just as that announcement was made, some bonehead stood up down there and threw something on the ice.
Now, these situations like these just hurt the home team, and Jacques Martin knows that the delay is to his benefit. Ted Nolan wants the referee to get out there and drop the puck.
Much to the credit of the Marine Midland Arena fans, they are pointing out the bonehead to the ushers. Of course, it could be an Ottawa bonehead.
Well, no doubt it is. It certainly wouldn't be anybody here in Buffalo that we would call that. And he is being escorted out. The fellow from Ottawa.
So, we're all even now. New game. Albertson over the line. Looking it in wide the net. Zoltok chopped that. Didn't get it through. Kept in now to Albertson again. Albertson all the way back and went to center ice. Shane got it off the boards. Carrying on now. Pekka trying to come through the middle. Races after it again. Here's Pekka twisting in. Put it out in front. And Zoltok was there to take it away. Zoltok got it to center. Let's look it up. But Ward can't get anywhere. Now up to Albertson. He scoops it in over the line. Shields to catch up on the puck. Senators are changing. Well, they head to Ward. Ward flipping it in over the line with a bounce, but it's dumped out to center. Right back in the other direction. Here's Yashin trying to get away. Yashin took a shot, and that one got away and ended up sailing right up into the crowd. And coming up in our second intermission here at the Marine Midland Arena, Dennis Williams will be talking to Steve Duchesne. We'll be looking at some playoff highlights. We'll be along to chat about what has happened in this hockey game in the first two periods.
Now, Michael Pekka has played a physical game here tonight for Buffalo. Here's another example as he goes after Zoltok. Would have been caught for an elbow penalty in that, but he wasn't.
Or a forearm shiver. Pitlick sending it through the middle. This will be cleared and go all the way down the ice and charging after Burry. Shields is there to knock it away. The Burry's in the corner, tipping it around to Holzinger. They'll take it out of the air, and it's kicked in by Yashin. Yashin bothered by Galley. They wrestle. Zoltan leaving it to Yashin. It's swinging behind the net. Here's Yashin. Got it out in front, but taken away. And Holzinger starts back with Audette. Holzinger to the Ottawa line in for Audette. The backhand couldn't get it away. He's knocked down. He crashes into the board. Here's Burry stealing it back again. Burry's out in front. Burry's turning again. Taking it in for Buffalo. Trying to get it to Audette, and it's picked off in the corner. Pitlick will work it up the middle. There's the pass coming to Yashin. Yashin to the Buffalo line. Into Pitlick. Pitlick backhand. Put it in front. It's sucked away. Burry's coming out now. He'll leave it there. Audette hooking it off the boards high in the air. Pitlick knocking it down. Now for Redden. Redden smoking one back in. Shields traps it behind the net. Scoops it back into the corner. Ottawa holding it in. Flipped around to Van Allen. Van Allen got it in front, and that's put back through the middle. And that will allow Buffalo to complete the change. Redden to pick it up. Plant keeping an eye on him. Left around on the boards. Not out. Plant holding it in. And he gets knocked off stride. Barnaby got it back to the point. The long shot. Puck missed it, but it went wide of the net. Turned in behind the net again. A check for Buffalo. Plant spinning away. Trying to get to Barnaby. He pumps back there with Honeyworth. Plant still got the puck. Twists it back into the corner for Barnaby. Has to fight off the referee. Barnaby does. In behind the net. Barnaby looking out in front. Trying to jam it. Put the rebound. Todd Knott hangs on to that one. As bowled over by Honeyworth.
Well, the Buffalo Sabres outworking the Ottawa Senators, led by Matthew Barnaby. What a great shift again by this line. Pure determination. Barnaby with the puck to the front of the net, and Derek Plant in position to score, and Honeyworth knocked him down, but the puck was rolling around, and Plant really did not get a good shot away. But like Cunningworth. That's your job. If somebody's standing around in front of the net, you knock them down, and Cunningworth did it. 1:20 to go here in the second. The power play goal by Adet tying it.
Gardner and Pekka are in the face-off area. Gardner, well, Pekka tried to go to the net, but it's rolled free and ends up at center. Schmelling dishing one over to Zhitnik. He'll tap it back in over the line. Pekka tapped at it, but it ended up being swept by Gackel back through the middle. Schmelling catching up with it on his own end. Schmelling now works it all the way around the Ward with a minute remaining in the period. Here's the Shane shot. He's deflected into the corner. Fair after it. He's bumped in there by Schmelling. And there's still got the puck though and leaves it to Gackel around for Gardner. It's taken back in the corner. Gackel keeping it in to Gardner again. Gardner leaves it to Gackel once more. And it's cleared in front. Ward steals it away. Ward starting to set it. Flipping it high in the air. Daw charging into the corner after it. Daw gets there first. He's grabbed. Chases after it around on the other side. They'll bounce in the corner. Daw keeping it in. The Channing flipped it. Partially panned on it. Hurries. Ducking into the corner. Bounces off it. Hurries. Hustling after it again. Trying to get away from Bachannik. It's rolled back into Lambert. Lambert. Let it tie it up in there to Bachannik. Bachannik clips it. Doesn't get it out. Shannon keeping it in. And now finally it's taken away. And Lambert will tap it into the Buffalo end. Ottawa change it. Again starting back. Time running out in the period. Feathered off into the corner. It rolls around to the second period. Comes to an end. But the Buffalo Sabres came alive in the last half of the period.
Well, a much better period for Buffalo. They got some pressure and some shots on Ron Tugnut. Steve Shields continues to do an outstanding job, and Donald Adet fires it in on the power play, and so it comes to this. 20 minutes or more of hockey here at the Marine Midland.
Each period has counted on the power play, and we're even at one on Empire.
One phone call can change your life. One call, and you'll have a Health Rider, the exercise machine that started a fitness revolution. The Health Rider will be delivered to your door fully assembled, so you can try it in your own home for 30 days. In just those 30 days with the Health Rider, you'll find that you'll look and feel better. Your clothes will fit better. You'll even sleep better. That's because the Health Rider gently stretches and tones every major muscle group in your body at the same time. So in just minutes a day, you get a full body workout. You won't believe what a difference that can make to your life. You'll have more energy, you'll lose weight, you'll build muscle. And if all that doesn't happen, just send the Health Rider back for a full refund. But it will happen. It will surely happen. So call us for information. Now is the time to feel good about yourself. To get off the diet merry-go-round and lose those pounds and inches. Call us now. The call is free. The trial is free. One phone call can change your life.
Sabres Playoff Hockey is brought to you in part by Brewery Fresh Budweiser, who reminds you fresh beer tastes better. By Discover, it pays to discover. And by Tops Friendly Markets. Tops never stops saving you more. Well, the teams have returned to the ice and are ready to go with period 3.
And statistics after 40 minutes of play. Face-offs relatively even. Scoring chances, though, favoring Ottawa by 2-1. However, we are tied at 1.
With at least a period remaining in this series.
And this has been a low-scoring series. The playoff average throughout the NHL, 5.4. And in this series, these clubs have managed or averaged 3.7 goals. And that average may even go down a couple of tenths of a point here tonight, the way we're going.
It could, yep. Well, here we go. Pitlick trying to get away at center. He'll stuff one in as Holzinger squeezed him out. Shields leaving it behind the net, fed around to Burridge. Burridge tips it through the middle. Adet scooping it up, hitting the Ottawa line. He gets taken down. Up into the corner. Oh, around behind the net. Came down to Holzinger on him, but Schmelling the shot. Stick went into the net, but the puck didn't. Now it's cleared off the board. Senators coming back again. In over the line. A chance for Ottawa.
shot. Watch Steve Shields in net. Redden is loose, and the puck flies into the left corner of the net by the catching glove. A screen shot, and there's a classic example of getting the puck to the net. You'll never know what happens. And Shields was screened, and the Senators take the lead at 45 seconds of the third period by 2-1.
That came after the fans at one end of the building thought Buffalo had scored as the broken stick went into the net, but the puck did not.
Alex Holzinger attempted to block the shot. The puck maybe even deflected off Holzinger, but the quick wrist shot goes in.
Ottawa back in the lead for the second time in the game. That'll be scooped high. Wilson letting it go to Shannon. Second going away from one. Couldn't get it to Peck at center ice. Slap right back in the game. By Wilson feeding it around in the boards. Sneaks it ahead to Dahl. He'll ship it out to center. It'll be knocked down and gloved in the other direction. And Shannon comes up with it. Shannon wheeling it across to Pekka. Pekka trying to get free. He'll flip one in. Coming up to play it away. Pekka came in there to keep it in. Jams it back behind the net. Right around to the boards, but not out. Sabres holding it in. The Chenik chops it. Butner pitching in to keep it in. Wheeling it back to the point for Dahl. Dahl puts it in now to Ward. Ward twisting around to Pekka. Got it out in front, and Alfredson was there to steal it away. He doesn't get it out. Yes, he does. To center ice. Ottawa is changing, and it will be tapped to the back of the line by Zoltan. Bugner flips it ahead. In line! Here's Barnaby, the shot! And he fired it wide. Take it away again. Head out to center ice for Honeyworth. Honeyworth whipping one in. Bugner charges after the head of Daig. Back around to the boards. Honeyworth kept it in to Van Allen. His long shot. Shields kicks that away. Honeyworth belted by Galley. Down on the board. Bugner can't get it. It's jammed back in again. Ottawa holding it in with Honeyworth stumbling. Keeping it in by giving it to Daig. Daig right up by Bugner. Around now, picked up by Barnaby. Barnaby can't get it out. Now he does with a second effort, and it's drilled back in again by Honeyworth. This will be ruled an intentional offside and the face-off in the Ottawa end.
Well, Wade Redden scores his first of the playoffs from Yeshin and Bonk to make it 2-1 Ottawa. And Matt Barnaby and company, their work cut out for them. The Senators scoring early here in the third. Randy Honeyworth has played his usual game tonight. He's the Ottawa Senators version of Matthew Barnaby, always mixing it up, causing problems, and playing hard. Let's again look at the goal. Wade Redden with the quick wrist shot, and Steve Shields doesn't see this until it goes behind him in the net.
Holzinger line out for Buffalo now. A false start on the face-off, and Yashin is excused. That'll bring Gardner in there against Holzinger. Way out, the 5-3 by Redden, and it'll be squeezed back through the middle. Deal of the cross ice. Couldn't pick it up. York rolls it in the other direction. This will go down the ice and hustling after it. And Shipman doesn't get there. However, following up is Schmeling, and it's cleared away to center. Gardner throws it back in again. This is an offside. And now the whistle goes.
Now Alex Zipnik is usually on the ice when Alexei Yashin is out there for Ottawa, and if you don't match up the forwards and you match up the defensemen against the line that you want them, and Alex was telling me him and Yashin played against each other for 5 or 6 years in junior hockey. Yashin played for Moscow and Zipnik played for Kiev, and I said, was he a great junior player, Yashin? And he said, of course he was. He was always a great puck handler, and he enjoys playing against number 19.
Alfredson will leave it for Duchesne. Kept one in. Putting it off the boards to Ward at center. Ward in over the line. It's hit in there. Dahl couldn't get a shot away, and Ward loses control. Becker coming back and doing the back checking. Recovered by Shannon, feeding it to Dahl. Dahl turns. from him. The Senators recover, and Shannon wobbling Alfredson up to Ward. Ward in over the line. Here's Ward coming in, trying to pass instead of shooting. Getting in by Shannon. Got it back into Ward. He got checked. And it's flipped to the blue line, but Shannon keeps it in. Sends it into Daw. He's checked in the corner. Hooked off the glass to the blue line. Not out. Buffalo Shannon holding it in again. Finally, it rolls to center ice. Pekka slipping it across ice. The pass up to Pekka again. Pekka trying to work in over the line. Taken by Pitlick in the corner. Away from Pekka. Pekka stole it back. Got it out in front. Pekka was brought down from behind and looking for the referee, but no call. Slipped up the middle. Senators coming right back again. Up to the Buffalo line. Gashik. Can't catch up with the puck. Sends it up at center ice. Barnaby charging up to the puck. He gets turned around, trying to keep it in there. And ends up sliding down and finally gets grabbed. And now there'll be a penalty coming up to Ottawa. Senators have the lead 2-1. Carol Shannon sees Alfredson coming and bingo.
Beauty pools are the finest pools you can own, but not everyone knows that beauty pools can actually be affordable.
We can build a very attractive pool for in the $16,000 range.
It's true that the finest pools of the finest homes in Western New York are beauty pools. But it's also true that not every custom in-ground beauty pool has to have waterfalls. In fact, you can have a beauty pool for only a little bit more than an ordinary pool. And for that little bit more money, you get a lot more pool that lasts forever.
Matthew Barnaby has drawn 2 penalties tonight. Watch the left hand of McEachran as he grabs Barnaby by the jersey and pulls him down to the ice, and the Sabres have a chance to tie it here early in the third.
Buffalo looking for its second power play goal of the night. Holzinger tipping it across ice. Galley is back there to Holzinger. Holzinger picks it up on the wing. It'll be chopped in by Pekka. Pekka slowing it down behind the net. This one is drilled right into the crowd.
Now Duchesne tried to shoot it off the glass and shot it into the crowd. That's a break for Buffalo. As McEachran's in the box for holding, and the Sabres have a face-off to the left of Tucknut. And Audette scored in the power play back in the second period to tie it. Can he do it again?
The draw is fired off the board by Galley, and Shields will handle it back there. Van Allen challenging him. Shields tapping it around to Galley. Galley, followed by Pennyworth, swings it around to the boards, and it slides all the way to Burridge. Burridge flipping it at center ice. Here's Holzinger trying to carry on. There's difficulty controlling the puck. Finally catches up with it. Got it checked, got it back, then lost it again. And Alfredson drills a shot that caroms wide of the net. Buffalo's Galley slipping it up on the wing to Burridge. Burridge hitting the Ottawa line. He got checked, and it's set back down the ice again.
The Sabres have to keep it simple. Get the puck in deep and go and chase it and try to get it back again. They're trying to make too many plays up in the neutral zone and at the blue line.
Holzinger ducking it off down. The pass comes to Galley. This time he drills it in. Down the Ward. Lets it slide. Platt keeping it in. Platt got checked. Got it at the line, but it's intercepted. And set back into the Buffalo end. Sabres are having difficulty manufacturing a scoring chance. Galley through the middle to Platt. Platt lines up. Check from behind. Slipped it into the corner to Daw. Daw trying to twist around in the wall. It's not through. Daw's got it again. Here's Daw. Turning, sending it back down to Galley. Galley whips it over on the other side. Holzinger will keep it in, but it ends up bouncing off an Ottawa player and going right into the bench, and they're down to 25 seconds remaining in the McEachran penalty.
That's pretty good penalty killing, though. And again, I mentioned the Buffalo point men have trouble controlling the play. The Senators know that, and they key on the point men, forcing them. And that time, the Sabres ended up shooting the puck into the bench of the Senators. And so that prompts Ted Nolan to make a change with 25 seconds to go on the power play. It's Pekka, Burridge, and Audette on the ice.
Minutes into the third period. Looked across now to Shipnick. Shipnick with a backhand tap behind the net. Shipnick charges after it again. Here's Shipnick scooping it back into the corner. Sabres holding it in. Burridge feeding it to Smellick. Smellick got checked. Got it again, but now can't control it. And it's stepped down the ice. Ottawa making a quick change, and Shipnick will have to hustle. Shipnick sending it up on the wing to Pekka. territory. Pekka took a shot. Screen shot. Rebound. And that covers up.
Now the Sabres trying to get a scoring chance as Pekka guns the puck to the front of the net. And the Sabres ended up with a rebound chance. Adet goes to the front. Burridge goes to the front. And there's the pad save as Adet couldn't put it in the short side. But a nice piece of goaltending by Tugnut. And a face-off coming up in the Ottawa zone to the left of the net. But an excellent job of penalty killing by Ottawa.
That was Buffalo's only shot on goal, and the only shot on goal the Sabres have in this period. The Sabres only have 2. Right off the face-off! Flint tapped it in the direction of the net, and that one blew by Tugnut, and it's all tied up again.
Oh boy, you see strange things in the playoffs, don't you? How do you describe that one? Tugnut, lack of concentration, and the puck's in the net. Just like that. Unbelievable. And the Sabres, for the second time, have roared back to tie the hockey game. Derek Flint.
Oh, leave it again. Shipman now rolling in. Fires a shot that goes wide. Again with the shot. And he pushed it right to Tugnut.
That one never come close to going in the net. And Donald Annette knows it. Tugnut did not see the shot, wasn't sure where it was. It struck him in the pads and fell in front of him. And everything is being shot toward the net now by Buffalo. Plant, unassisted, 6:29. We're tied at 2.
That's Shipman, Holsinger on the face-off. Burridge got back down to shot it. Feeds it. That toss goes wide. York after the Buffalo. Pinching to keep it in there. Back for Shipman. Shipman put another shot. That's right off. Rebound! Makes the save on Holsinger. Holsinger bumps to the corner. Trying to go after it. Got it in behind the net. And jam it beside the net again. Yashin comes up with it. Yashin firing it through the middle. And it'll be recovered by Buffalo. Smollett peeling it up ahead to Adet. Adet in over the line. Holsinger couldn't control it. Top three again. Scooped in front. The rebound is tapped wide. They poke at it again. It's scooped back into the corner. Yashin recovering. Trying to get it out of there. He gets knocked down. Comes all the way to center. Galley picks it up. Holsinger trying to get out of the zone. Galley feeds it into the corner. Here's Tugnut right on the net. And he scooped it around on the boards. And whipped out as far as center. Yashin gets spun around. Ward turning it right back in. Pitlick going after it. Pitlick in the corner. Bumped in there by Daw. Pekka sends it back to Ward. Scooping it into Pekka. Leaving it for Daw. Daw got it out in front. But intercepted and fired down the ice by Ottawa. Shields will send it up ahead to center. Here's Galley tapping it in over the line. Rolled into the corner again. Scooped around behind the net. Kicked in by Grosek. Grosek shovels it to Pekka. Trying to get it out in front. Pekka's got it again. Got it out in front. Grosek can't reach the puck. Flipped around on the board. Shannon kicks it in. Back to Pekka in the corner. Trying to hook it out in front. Goes around on the other side. Daw, one hand on his stick. Leaving it there. Pekka coming after it again. Pekka dances away. Here's Pekka trying to fire it across ice. It's intercepted. And the Senators now throw it down the ice. Great pressure being exerted on them by Buffalo. 11 and a half to go here in the third period. They're rocking and rolling in Buffalo on Empire.
Are you looking to get a great workout at a great social setting? Then try volleyball again for the very first time. Volleyball Unlimited is now forming leagues for the beginner through the advanced at all of our 8 convenient outdoor sand locations. Also new this summer are teen leagues. Our beginner leagues will supply you with the coaching that will develop your game and have fun all summer long. Call now to receive our newsletter for locations, rates, and dates. Leagues begin in May and June, so call now to reserve your spot on the sand, 685-3859.
Well, folks, you're looking at the biggest Sabre fan of all, Mrs. Knox, Jeannie Knox. here in attendance, forever optimistic throughout this series in Ottawa. She said in Game 6 we're going to win. Buffalo did. And of course they've tied it here in the third period with 11:34 to go. And this place, Seymour H. Knox III, would be proud of this building. It is crazy.
Took the shot, and behind the net. Grosek crying at free. Taps it back into Barnaby. Barnaby gets twisted around, and finally it's flipped high in the air. Back is Shipnick again. Watch by Dave. Shipnick slinging it over to Schmellick. Schmellick inside ice, tried to flip it up in the wing, couldn't do it. Knocked out at the line. Shipnick got it out. Taken back by Buffalo, but jammed in over the line. Schmellick dribbles it. Shipnick with the belly of the bouncing puck, sticks it around to the boards. Kenny Wakefield is in there. Here's Shipnick pulling it around on the other side. Grosek after it. Michael Grosek. And again, center ice does, getting away from Gagg. Grosek in over the line. Over to Barnaby, and that deflects in front of the net. Now rolled around to the boards, and Ottawa scooping it out to center. Shannon throws it right back in again. Putnam will leave it back there. Put behind the net, and Shane tumbled down. Picked in by Holzinger. Grosek goes flying in behind the goal. Barnaby fires it free. Here's Barnaby wheeling it back to the point. Lally with a shot. Kicked away. Rebound. And fired right into the net. Now rolled back into the corner. Barnaby trying to come up with it. Can't do it. Ends up going to center ice. Scally picks it out of the air. That's brought in over the line. Offside, Ottawa.
Another great shift by Buffalo. Ted Nolan is just rolling out the lines, and the Sabres are doing the job. Boy, this place is electric. In Ottawa, here's that last scoring chance. In front of the net, Holzinger shoots it over top of the net. But the Senators, this is a time where you try to slow things down. Jacques Martin has got to take his time sending out line changes. Players have got to pull some tape on their stick. The Senators are backtracking. They're reeling. With 10:15 to go here in the third period.
Holzinger dropping it back. Now here it comes for Shannon. Shannon flying his way through center. That's intercepted. Gardner bringing it back in. Gardner trying to get it in front. He's got it again. Took the shot. Deflected. Shields knocks it away. Hope back into the corner. Halfway through the third period. Shannon slipping it around for Audette. He'll tip it out through center ice. Recovered by York. York sliding around in his own end. Ducks back behind the goal. Now he feeds it up ahead. Off the boards. Gone out. Wilson keeping it in. That's knocked down. Sabres tried to scoop it free, but Burridge couldn't control the puck, and it comes to center ice for Yashin. Yashin to the Buffalo line. Kicked it in over the line. Stolen back by Holzinger. Holzinger the speed through the middle to Burridge. Couldn't get his shot away. He got knocked down. Alfredson starting back. Alfredson up to Yashin. The long shot nowhere near the net, and it'll go all the way to center. That'll be picked free along the blue line. Alfredson can't get away. Dumped in wide of the goal. Picklick after it. Picklick swinging around the king in front of his own net, but he got it up ahead to Chorsky. Chorsky, a long shot. That one goes wide. It's back in the front. Daw has his back tied up. It goes to Alfredson. Alfredson cruising around again. Still has it. Took the shot. Shields kicking it away to Shipnick. Shipnick swinging it up in the wing, but not out. Pachanik kept it in. It's knocked out. Now it's flipped. Pachanik's got it again with a shot. Runs around behind the net. Chorsky charging after. He leaves it to Alfredson. Never the corner back to Chorsky. Chorsky hit the side of the net. Shields knocked it away and hangs on, and now we'll have a face-off coming up. Less than 9 to go in the third. It's tied at 2 on Empire.
Patients are surprised to find that at Erie County Medical Center they have cardiac surgery of international quality.
Dr. John Bell Thompson, Director of Cardiothoracic Surgery at ECMC.
The commitment we made, the equipment we have, and the team that pulls it all together is what makes us as good as we are.
If you're facing cardiac surgery or have questions about your heart, count on Western New York's heart surgery leader, ECMC.
Less than 9 minutes remaining on the clock. If you can't read that clock, it says 8:46 on the Jumbotron here in the third period. And there's a fellow who's very interested in the proceedings here tonight, Dominic Hasek, sidelined with that injury. Tip back into the corner. Taken there by draw safe for Daw. The Ottawa line, smacking one in on the boards. Ward screens the corner. And a roll in the other direction. Pekka got involved. Here's Ward twisting around again. Held in with Shannon, moving up in the play, but he can't control it. And Falk starts away to center. Falk beating it over now to McCaffrey. The long shot. That one just gets around to the boards. Covered by Buffalo. Worked up to center ice. Pekka knocking it down. And over the Ottawa line, Pekka took a shot. Went off his skate. Daw trying to keep it in. Couldn't control the puck. McCaffrey feeds it to the blue line and out. It'll be scooped back through the middle again. Yashin getting involved. Got back by Galley to Schmelly in behind the net. Works it to Gary Galley. Teams are changing. Galley attempting to gain center ice. Does and taps one and now hustles off the ice himself. Tugner flips it around to the boards. Walker sending it to the blue line. Cunningham recovers. Cunningham dumps it ahead. Dave will fire one in. Shatner pitches it to the puck. Dumps it around to the other side. All the way to Barnaby at center. Barnaby trying to drop it off. It comes back to Schmellick. Schmellick to the Ottawa line. Took his shot. Hudler picks it to Lokanen. Lokanen got it off the glass all the way to center. Zidler covering up back there. Moving it over to Schmellick. Up to Barnaby. Barnaby tried to tap it in front to Plant. Couldn't get it there. Barnaby getting involved with Lokanen. And it'll come to center ice. Tague leaves it now and plays called. And we'll have a face-off coming up. 7:15 left on the clock here in the third.
I think we've seen tonight what Matt Barnaby means to this hockey club. The determination, the enthusiasm. Ted Nolan always uses those two words when he talks about Matt Barnaby. And although he hasn't figured in the scoring, he has figured prominently in the momentum of this hockey game. And give Ottawa credit, though. After reeling for 5 to 6 minutes here in the third period, they've regained their composure. And the line of Zoltak, Alfredson, and Chorsky really helped turn or settle them down, and they're out there again. They went out at around 13:30 of this period and had a great shift.
Schmelling tipping one off into the corner. York got there first. Sit around now for Redden. He'll beat it on the glass and ends up at center ice where Schmelling gives it to Shipnick. Using the boards after Ronan. Ronan couldn't control the puck though, and Senators coming back again. Scooped off into the corner. Zoltak trying to catch up with it. He left it there. Back on the boards. Ronan taking out his jacket. Puts that line there. Nobody sees it. Now it's free to Zoltak. Zoltak rolling around. Zoltak sends it back for Redden with a long shot. Shields kicks it away. Kept in by Zoltak again. Zoltak twisting around behind the net. Moving forward. And it slides across ice. Otherwise trying to put on some pressure. It's back into the corner. Chorsky knocked down. Leaving it to Alfredson. Alfredson scooting around in the Buffalo end. Here's Alfredson dumping it off to Redden. Redden turned around by the net. Back along the boards. Steered away and flipped out to center ice. And Holzinger trying to bust away. Holzinger in. Took his shot right off. Topped it. Looked behind him, but he had it tucked under his pad. The Zinger zipping in on goal.
What a great play by Brian Holzinger. This is what you see in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Pure determination as Holzinger slips between the two checkers for this scoring chance. And Tugnutt was down awfully early on that shot. Buffalo might be looking to go upstairs on him. We think back to Game 1. They scored high 3 times on Tugnutt. And that time he was down early. For the faceoff, with 6:13 to go to the left of the Ottawa net. And this has been everything you could expect from Game 7 and more.
Pekka trying to go to the net, but it's recovered by Duchesne. Duchesne will slide it up the middle. Here's Yashin. He'll tap one in. Gardner racing out. Shannon's on him. It's scoop free right beside the net. Shannon feeding it up ahead. Scoop off the Daw, but he charges after it. Trying to get away from Duchesne, who made a nice play to break it up. Up to Yashin. Yashin now leaving it to McCaffrey. Took his shot, and that goes off Shannon way up into the Marine Midland Arena.
I'll tell you what, though, that was a heck of a play by Duchesne that gave Ottawa the opportunity in the Buffalo zone. Anybody else trying to chase down Donald Ledette would have never caught him, but Duchesne did, and McCaffrey ended up with the scoring chance. Here's the play. Now watch on the left of the screen. Number 28, Duchesne. What a great play. And the transition by Ottawa sets up this scoring chance, or at least the shot on goal. Amazing how many plays begin, though, isn't it, from a turnover back in the neutral zone or inside the blue line. And tell you, these face-offs, and Duchesne's enjoying himself, I think. Always has a smile on his face, a really engaging young guy.
Oh, we got a bunch of folks moving too early here.
Boy, these face-offs at this stage of a hockey game. You saw what happened. Buffalo scored off a face-off earlier to tie it.
And the same fellow who did it is out there now for Buffalo. The Panhandle wins the draw to Redden. And tap it back in. It's not into the glove. Shoveled up to center ice. Up to the Ottawa line. And now is called to the upside.
Well, I think Matt Barnaby put himself offside, but I'm not sure if that's what the call. I think they are going to call a hand pass or a two-line pass. You know, some confusion among the linesmen. And everybody waiting for an explanation. And not really sure what the call was, but the face-off is in the neutral zone. This is the fourth time that the Buffalo Sabres have been in Game 7. They never won. They've lost twice to Boston, once to New Jersey.
But it is the first time they've ever played on home ice. Smoking one in, tipped around on the boards. And stripped by Shannon to center ice, charging after it now and over the line. Plant trying to leave it there. Barnaby races in. Barnaby rolled it beside the net, and Tugnutt grabs hold of that one. There's Pennyworth had to come back to take Plant out.
Boy, this line of Barnaby, Plant, and Groschick strong tonight for Buffalo, led by that guy. He is the inspiration on this hockey club, or one of them. Michael Groschick, the youngster, playing with the poise of a veteran. Here's the play going into the zone and go to the net. And that's what the Sabres do on this play, and they end up with another faceoff. The Sabres have made a change here. Randy Burridge, I've got to believe that. Well, they put Ed Ronan out for Groschick. They put Ronan on the Holzinger line earlier. Ronan's there because of his experience and for defensive reasons, as he's a little better defensively than Michael Groschick.
Back for Galley. Galley looking to spread him out. Takes a shot. Whoa! And he tosses it over top of the net. All around the boards. Plant keeping it in. Shovel free. Galley's got it again. Bill got it around behind the goal. Barnaby catching up with the puck. Slipping it back to Shipnick. The long shot. It's wide. Ronan firing in there. Bumping with Gardner. Here's Plant trying to help out. Shove from Lokanen. The jam on the boards again. It's scooted around behind the net. Ottawa off the glass and sending it all the way down the ice. And as Galley is back to pick it up. This is icing against the Senators. 2-2 on Empire.
Attention all baseball players. Hurry into L. Ross by April 30th and save big. Looking for that professional look and quality? Our button-down Pro 8 jersey with team name sewn across the front is only $28.95. Or our 100% cotton button-downs with team name printed on chest is only $17.95. L. Ross carries boys' pants for $7.95. Visit our newly remodeled showroom at Seneca in Harlem and West Seneca, or 2806 Sheridan Drive in Tonawanda. Or give us a call toll-free at 1-888-4-L-ROSS.
Well, there's over 18,000 people in this building who are crazy, I'll tell you.
Now the Senators now with this line of Trorsky, Alfredson, and Zoltak. This has been the Senators' best line tonight. And so Ted Nolan is countered with Pekka, Daw, and Dixon Ward. Now the face-off to the left of Tugnutt. 4:49 to go in regulation. Deuces on the board. 2-2.
Will drop it and does. Pekka went to the net. Back at it. And Tugnutt had to squeeze tight.
Well, the cleverness of Michael Pekka. So tricky on face-offs. And sometimes when you're taking the draw, you get so intent of trying to pull it back to you, or pull it back to the corner, that you forget that your opposing centerman might pull something like that. And Zoltak almost Pacquiao trying to draw the puck to the corner, and Tucknut had to be sharp.
Pekka again. Slides off into the corner. Alfredson is there first. He'll send it high in the air. Ward picked it out of the air. Got it into Dahl. Turning in front of the net. Hooker came through. Spooky shot. Oh, and then Ward couldn't control it. Sent back to center. Alfredson leaving there. It's broken up. Brought back in with Pekka. Took his shot. Took the save. And the Senators fire that one right on a play.
But another great shift by Pekka Dahl, Dixon Ward, and the Senators are starting to reel here again on the third. Buffalo, they have been the best club here tonight from the middle of the second period on. Alfredson turns the puck over in the neutral zone, and the Sabres, Michael Pekka, could not score against Tucknut. But I still believe if they shoot the puck high, they're going to score on him. He's going down early before the shot leaves the stick.
The Senators controlling it, and it's brought away by Yashin, tapping it up to McDecker. Schiffner came back to squeeze it out and take him down. Yashin and Burridge fighting for the puck. Yashin picking it free in the corner. Now it's got in front of him. Ball keeps it in there. Oh, it's recovered by Schiffner behind the net. Leading it up along the boards, not out. Senators keeping it in. Schmeller takes it away. Schmeller using the glass and getting it by York and down the ice, and this time it'll be icing against Buffalo with less than 4 minutes remaining in the third period.
You hate to ice the puck at this stage of a hockey game, but when you're under pressure and you're not sure, you're better off to take the icing rather than give the puck away to the neutral zone. Well, this is Game 7 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Here's how we got here. Buffalo won the opening game by 3-1. Ottawa came back with an outstanding effort in Game 2 with 2 power play goals. And then Game 3, the Sabres with 2 late goals in the third period. Ward scoring the winner. And of course, Game 5 won here by Ottawa. Sabres shutting down Ottawa 3-0 in Game 6.
Scoop back to the point. Duchesne holding it in by using the glass to dig. He's working around on the boards. Fed out to center ice. Barnaby charging in over the line. Here's Barnaby going to the net. Trying to clear it in front. And Duchesne covered up on time. Moves it back at center. Tipped in the other direction. Duchesne catching up with it again. He'll scoop it in, and Dowling reaches up to knock it down. Barnaby taking it back. Barnaby through the middle. Groshek. He'll whip one off into the corner. Trying to bring it up there. Something with Lokonen. They go to the boards together. And Russell scanned around on the wall. Groshek tried to pry it free. Now Flint does. Looking in front. Took the shot. Save a rebound. Tip wide right on to Duchesne's stick. Duchesne sending it up the middle of the day. Coming with Cunningworth. Pass for Cunningworth. Back to Dave again. Who's back in. Ends up in the corner of the ring. Covered by Buffalo and fired ahead. The long pass through the middle. And that will be a 2-liner as Groshek picks it up on the Ottawa side of center ice.
2:57 to go in regulation. And both coaches, I'm sure, have ordered their players no drop passes inside the blue line. Get the puck in deep. Do not try any fancy plays. Do not give the puck away in the neutral zone. Of course, all those things the players ought to know, but you keep reminding them. And it's so important from a coaching point of view now who you have on the ice. Both teams have gone or cut down to 3 lines. Sabres going with 5 defensemen. Bob Buchner has not played much.
Holtop took a shot and dribbles in wide of the net. Got it off the glass and out to center. York catching up with it there. Flipping it back for Zoltop. He'll back it to Alfredson. He'll tap one in. Shields handling that and working it to Pekka. Pekka with a high pass. Trying to get it to Ward. It chases after to the corner. York getting there first. York leaving it on the boards to Alfredson. Alfredson swinging the pass up the middle. Here come the Senators again. Schwartz in over the lines. Holtop. Shot! Fired it wide. Rebound! Pekka swings it away to Ward. Ward didn't get it out. Kept in by Ottawa again. Schwartz after it. Schwartz beating it in front. That's intercepted. And Pekka strikes away for Buffalo. His teammates changing. Pekka will bounce one in. Has to make the save as Dahl went firing in there, looking for a rebound.
I'd like to see more of that dump in flip like we just saw from Michael Pekka. We used to see a lot of that in the National Hockey League back in the days when I played. And that puck almost bounced between the pads of the goaltender. J.C. Tremblay was so good at this.
Larry Hillman.
Larry Hillman was good. But these are dangerous plays because it can bounce crazily or bounce away from the goaltender. And it almost did on that play. And of course, Tucknut not taking any chances, out to challenge on that dumped in by Michael Pekka. And another face-off to the left of Tucknut. With 2:09 to go.
Holzinger waiting until his teammates are positioned properly. Now they get set to do business. Audette gets all tied up by Pitlick, trying to pry it free. The Pitlick guns it off the boards and sends it through center. Here's Shannon back after it. Shields will slide it up to Audette at center ice. Will feed one in. Burridge couldn't catch up with it. Hands up in the corner on Pitlick's stick. Around to Lokinen. Lokinen takes a look. He got it through the middle. It's knocked down at the blue line. Gloved ahead and finally flipped right to Wilson. Wilson sliding it for Audette. Audette banks it off the boards and Lokinen sends it in the other direction. McCaffrey got it to Yashin. He got turned around, but he scooped it off into the corner. Burridge recovering for Buffalo. Ottawa to make a change. The pass to Holzinger. Holzinger to the Ottawa line. Flipped it in over the line. That's taken back before Audette could get there. Pennyworth with some problems. Finally flips it and gets it out at center to Yashin. Yashin scooping it off the boards. Lokinen gets knocked down and in so doing flipped it down the ice. Shipnick after it. Pennyworth's on him. And it ends up back at center. Ottawa to tap it back in again with York. Shipnick recovering in the corner. Rolling it across to Galley. Galley feeds it up the middle. Pass coming to Barnaby. Less than a minute left in regulation. Barnaby trying to squeeze it in front. It's intercepted and sent out to center. Galley knocking it down there. Galley turning around, but now they're going to rule that it was a glove pass.
51.9 seconds to go. Alexander Daigle has been quiet this whole series, has been shut down by Buffalo. He's the guy that you've got to be careful with because of his great speed, but I think he's going to have to wait to the overtime period, perhaps to be a hero, as Jacques Martin makes the change. And I'm not surprised as Zoltak, Alfredson, Chorsky on the ice. This has been their best line in the Sabres counter with their checking/offensive line, Pekka, Daw, and Ward for this final seconds of this game, or of this period, I beg your pardon.
Recovering in his own zone, slipping it for Shipnick. Shipnick will squeeze it up when the Wayne does. Ward will tap one in. That'll roll to the corner. Comes off the boards. Kept in. Pekka fires it across ice, and Ward couldn't catch up with it. And all three of the Senators come away with Alfredson. Alfredson tapping one high in the air into the corner. Recovered by Shipnick. Shipnick got it to the blue line. Scooped out the center and racing after it is Daw. Daw in over the line. Leaves it to Pekka. 20 seconds to go.
That was a great job, though, the Ottawa defense standing up. And I've said it often in this series, when you stand up at the line, in other words, get tight against the attacking forwards, it makes the forwards uncomfortable if you don't give up the blue line. Watch what happens now. This is Lokinen, who's among their best defense. See how close he is? He makes an excellent play, and that just kills the offensive rush by Buffalo. The offside is called.
Holzinger and Yashin now booting away at the puck right on the line. It's ripped off the boards and ends up going to center ice. And runs into the linesman. Collins scoops it back for Galley. His long shot. Tugboat is careful to steer it. Holzinger flip it behind the net. Chopped around on the other side. McCaffrey picks it up and gets squeezed out. It slides down the ice, and we're going to OT in Game 7.
Well, we're not surprised. What a hockey game here tonight at the Marine Midland Arena. Derek Plant scoring the tying goal midway through this period. And Buffalo, from the middle of the second period to this point, have been the better hockey club. But they cannot get the lead on Ottawa.
Twice, the Ottawa Senators have had the lead. Twice, Buffalo has come back to tie it up. And we're heading into overtime. It's only right.
No question. It's no doubt. Because hearing's believing. No doubt, live in concert. Saturday, May 17th, live at Marine Midland Arena. Special guests, the Vandals and Civ. Get tickets now at the box office. All Fantastics ticket outlets and Tops Friendly Markets are charged by phone. Produced by Delsner Slater Enterprises.
Heading to overtime, tied at 2. Let's go to Dennis Williams.
Coach, it all comes down to this. What do you tell the guys going into overtime in Game 7?
Well, you got nothing to hold back for. We got to get as much as rubber as we can at the net. That's the best we've done all series for that 11-12 minutes. We got our D, we're getting everything through, and we're getting some chances on rebounds. And you just got to get the puck to the net. Anything can happen.
It must be an idea to just carry it over from that third period because the team was flying.
Well, I think so. We got our D much more involved. Instead of passing into the trap, we're skating through it, and that's what we have to continue doing.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck. Let's go back upstairs to Rick and Jim.
And so we are ready to go. Here at the Marine Midland Arena. Game 7. The first goal will advance that team in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Worked around on the board. Protecting, kicking at it. Smell it. Bounces it around now to Shipnick. Shipnick a little difficulty controlling the puck. Bonks on him. He gives it to Schmellick. Schmellick working it up the middle. That'll be tapped all the way to Lokinen. Lokinen feeding it back in over the line. Shipnick charging in there. Yashin's Shipnick halting to get rid of Alexei Yashin. Here comes Shipnick through center ice now. Hitting the Ottawa line. Scooping it free. Taps it around behind the net. So firing in there. Kick in. Holzinger is hammered from behind by Bonk. They still dig away. Holzinger pucks it free. Sends it back to Schmellick. Took his shot. Deflected wide of the net. Biglet gets hauled down. No penalty called there. Sabres kicking it in for Holzinger. Holzinger got it in. Cleveland made the save and it's sent away to center ice. Back comes Yashin. Yashin to the Buffalo line. Schmellick got in front of him. Chipped it free and it's tapped back into Ottawa territory. Things are changing. York starting away. He clears it ahead. And now it's Chorsky. Chorsky hit a shot at the side of the net. Right beside the net again. And Shields headed away. Flipped around on the boards, but not out. York's long shot. Shields kicked that away. Chorsky trying to work it in front. James Clark keeping it into Chorsky again. And here's Peppa stealing it from him. Sending it up on the wing. But it's tapped back into the corner. And it's called on the upside. And the Sabres are wanting a deliberate offside, but they're not going to get it.
Now, this is the second time in this series that these teams have been to overtime. Let's roll back the clock to Game 4. And Daniel Alfredson, off of this excellent play by Chorsky, wins it 1-0 at the Corral Center in Ottawa. And Daniel Alfredson with a strong performance again here tonight for the Senators. Derek Plant on the ice, Grosek, Barnaby. This has been a good line for Buffalo here this evening. It's Cunningworth, Van Allen, and Alexander Day.
This one will drop it off in its own end. Now worked up the middle to Plant, squeezing it to Barnaby. Barnaby in over the line, ducking around Buchanan. Barnaby tried to get it in front, and Buchanan recovered in time. Grosek tried to pick it up in the corner. Van Allen picked it off the boards. Didn't get it on. Sabres keeping it in. Swept back into Barnaby again, but Buchanan got in front of it. Cunningworth at center for Daig. Daig to the Buffalo line. Wilson knocked him off the clock. Daig doesn't have a stick, and then Daig took a run at Wilson. There's Plant recovering now. Plant flipping it up on the wing. The pass coming through center ice. And over the line comes Grosek. Grosek testing around. His shot! Picked it away. Pulled off the boys. Grosek keeping it in there. Scooping it back into Barnaby behind the net. Barnaby looking out in front. Trying to twist it in front. Here's the rebound. It's backed away. Jam behind the net for Lokinen to pick it up. Lokinen takes a look. He'll send it high in the air to center. Knocked down with Shipnick. Shipnick coming right back to lead the rush for Buffalo. Takes the shot. Fires it right off. Not is going to grab that one and hang on to it.
And Buffalo here in the overtime period, picking up where they left off in regulation, getting the puck hard to the net. Matt Barnaby came close moments ago. short side, and a good job in front of the net by Van Allen to tie up Derek Plant.
Minutes into the first OT period. On the draw, it's kept in by Buffalo. Flipped back in. Ward didn't see it, and now it's scooped free and went through the middle. Schmellick getting it back. He'll seal one right back in again. Will be left in behind the net for York to fight it around on the boards. Ottawa to bring it out now. And they'll set it up to Yashin. His long shot. That one misses. Into the corner, jammed around on the boards again. Sabres can't get it out. Head around on the other side. Here's Shipnick. Right in front of the net, but it goes to Daw. Daw slipped it. Not out. Kept in by Ottawa. The shot. Shields makes the save on Yashin. Gardner keeping it in. Gardner trying to tip it back along the wall. Schmellick kicking at the pocket. Goes to Yashin in the corner. Yashin. They're pinned off. Shipnick. They wrestle in along the wall. Came out in front. That pass goes wide of the net. Now picked up by Ward, and then he gunned it around into the corner again, but not out. Daw flips it, left it back there. Shipnick guiding it in, but not out. Gardner holds it in. There's Gardner charging after it once more. He'll drop it off to Thackle. Thackle looking in front of the net, unloading thought. But it slides to Daw. He's got a chance to bring it out, and he dumps it all the way down the ice, and that'll be icing.
Now the Senators with intense pressure on Buffalo in the zone, and Jason Daw wanted to be sure that he didn't give the puck away near the Buffalo blue line or in the neutral zone, and so he iced it. And again, the coaches will tell you, if you're not sure what to do with it, shoot it down the ice, we'll get a face-off and start over again. But Yashin had a chance to win it. Well, that brilliant stop by Shields and the quick shot by Yashin.
Approaching 4 minutes of the first OT. Goes in there on the draw to Galley. He swings it around on the boards. Tipped by Picklick to the line, but not out. And Shorsky trying to come up with it. Shannon is in there. Shannon bumping it. Came in front. The shot deflects off into the corner. Sabres trying to get it up. Can't do it. Now poked around on the boards again. Back to the point. Shields will pick that one away, and it goes to center ice. Ronan a chance to kick it in over the line, and he does, as he had to stop at the bench for a new stick. Around on the boards. Olton just got rid of it to the middle. Right back in again, but Ronan is trapped in there, and that's an offside.
The Senators here in the last 2 or 3 minutes with some pressure of their own on the Buffalo zone. Ed Ronan playing a role here in the third period and now into the overtime because of his defensive abilities. Danny Lambert on the bench has not played since the third. Both clubs have gone down to the... Here's Rob Ray helping out Ed Ronan as Ronan kicks the puck into the zone and gets a new stick. But both teams have gone to 3 lines. The Sabres have cut down to 5 defensemen. Bugner has not played since the third period, or since the second.
Thanks to York. We'll give it to Redden, hooking it off the boards and working at the center ice. It's bounced in, got away from Shields. Olcott got it in front. Yashin bumped it to the wing, picked up by Daw, starting back with Ward. Daw to the Ottawa line. Gets over the line, trying to get it around Redden. Daw fights off a check. Then he finally loses it, and Redden squeezes it up. But now it's cleared through center ice. Shipnick breaks it up. He gets tackled. Boy, oh boy, referee McCreary has put away the whistle here in overtime. Around on the boards again. Rick Redden ahead. This one's going to go all the way to Shields. Shields tapping it behind the net. Galley comes up with it there and banks it off the glass all the way to center. Got back again by Duchesne. Knocked down by Plant. Plant slides in over the line. Plant took his shot. Are you
series, we have talked about the neutral zone. Ottawa turned the puck over in the neutral zone, and Buffalo scores yet another goal on the rush to win the 7th game here in Buffalo. And what a way to break in the Marine Midland Arena.
The first time ever the Buffalo Sabres have won a best-of-7 playoff series. Oh, but how they had to struggle to defeat the Ottawa Senators. Capable opponents, you bet your booty.
And for the second consecutive year, Ron Tugnutt loses a 7th game to Steve Shields. The youngster Wayne Primo. Yashin, what a series he had. 2 assists here tonight. But the Sabres were the better hockey club. They deserved this win. They were the better team here tonight.
Let's go down to Dennis Williams. He's down on the ice. Dennis, can you hear us?
All right, guys. Randy Burke says it's pandemonium. How does this feel as a veteran who's been around this team all year and been around this playoff for a long time? How does this feel?
We've always hung in there. You know, people are counting us down and out. We just kept fighting back, and that's when we play our best. When we're down, we always come back like that. What a great goal by Derek Plant. Steve Shields, awesome game again tonight, holding us in the first. We came on for him the second and third. Great game in overtime.
No surprise that it ended this way, the way this series went.
Not at all. You know, in the back of your mind, you felt it was going to go 7 games because that team worked so hard, just like us, and what a great win.
Thank you very much, Randy Burke. Jason Daw, talk to me, Jason. How does this feel right now?
Unbelievable. I can't even imagine. This is unbelievable. I can't imagine winning the Stanley Cup, man.
Talk about what this team went through this series to get to this point.
So much adversity throughout the team. With Dominic and everything, our team shows so much character balance through it. It's unbelievable.
How about going to overtime? Could you ever imagine it ending in 7 in overtime in this building?
Oh, boy. These fans were rocking tonight, man. It was unbelievable.
You waited a long time for this.
Oh, it's a sweet victory, boy.
Thank you very much. Who else? Matthew! Matt, got a second for us? Matt Barnaby, how does it feel? You're an inspirational leader on this team. When you came back, this team went to another level.
This is unbelievable, man. I've never been through anything like this. I just want to say hi to my brother back home and my grandmother. Best day of my life.
Matt, talk about what this team went through.
We went through a lot of adversity, a lot of things on and off the ice. And this team rallies around a lot of good character guys. Great coach. It's just a great team. It's awesome, man.
All right, we'll see you in the next round, Matt. Thank you very much. We're going to find some more guys here, but we're going to send it back upstairs right now to Rick and Jim.
What the heck do you want us to say, Dennis? I mean, it's...
You want me to find somebody else?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, this is incredible. I don't know how we can add anything to it.
Well, I'll tell you one, partner, the people do not want to leave this building. They're starting to slowly file out, but what a hockey game this was tonight. This was some effort by both clubs. Ottawa, you can't say enough good things about what they did, and what a great game and a series that they gave Buffalo. Let's go. Again, back downstairs, and here's Dennis.
All right, guys, I was trying to track down a couple of the heroes of the series, and I found him. First of all, Derek Plant, the big hero from this one. How does this feel? Look at your lip.
Oh, it's awesome. I don't even feel that right now. It's just a matter of, I don't think it'll settle in tomorrow, I guess, but, we got another round to go to.
Marine Midland Derek comes through in Game 7. Could you ever imagine coming through in a game like this?
So fortunate we're at home for the 7th game, I guess.
How does this feel after everything this team has gone through?
It's great. I don't know if we played our best hockey all the way through, but we played pretty good the last game, and again tonight we took it to them and played our game, and it's awesome.
Thanks very much. And the hero in Game 3, Dixon Ward. Talk about the effort this team put forth tonight in the whole series, the battle back. You guys were down, but you were never out.
This team absolutely showed more guts, determination, and character than I've ever seen in my life. We went through some stuff early in the series that we never really talked about, but it was weighing on everybody's minds, and we decided to put it all out of the picture and just go and play. And the guys just stepped up. Derek stepped up when we needed him, and it was awesome. And Steve Shields, what can you say about Steve Shields? Nobody ever expected him to see any time. He was thrown into the fire, and he just did a fabulous job.
It's just another example of what this team has done all year, isn't it?
It just keeps getting better and better. It's amazing what kind of resiliency this team has. Just like we look like we're done and finished, we pull back together and pull it out like this. Amazing.
You ready for Philadelphia?
Oh, we're ready. We'll take a day or two to rest, and then we'll get ready.
All right, thanks very much, Dixon Ward. Let's go back upstairs to Rick and Jim.
Well, I think all of that proves that there's no me in the Buffalo Sabres. It is we. And as a result of that, the Sabres are going on to meet the Philadelphia Flyers in the next round of the playoffs. They had to go into overtime before Derek Plank got his second of the night. Ron Tugnut could not hang on. It's over for Ottawa.
We now rejoin our regularly scheduled program, already in progress.
Hope that neither of these cars are damaged. Hopefully that was just bodywork. You can see this car is also collected.